So, last we left off, the group spoke to Headmaster Windsor, Professor Kareem, and Victor DeVoyle, learning some information about the realms and their travels. Then you got a fancy new way to get around, and we ended as you completed your first day of travel through the desert, with the morning of your second day through the grass of Arcadia, where it is very suddenly going to get a lot colder.
Huh. Into a different biome, I see.
Well, it's not going to be instant, but you've gone from like the temperate desert to the first day of early winter.
I imagine it's going to be nice though. Like I'm personally, I don't mind the cold. Obviously, my body hates it, but I love it when it turns
this is what I always say, is that you can always put layers on.
Exactly.
There's a limit to how many layers you can take off.
Currently, it's fine, but as you start getting further north, it's gonna, start to get more and more chilly, because it is, getting later on in the year. And we ended with one concrete slab rolling a encounter.
Huh?
Bethel's there.
We rolled a random encounter.
I had a random encounter.
Yeah.
I have a random encounter table. Matt totally didn't roll one.
And then Max on the encounter die, I think.
Yeah. So
we're all gonna die.
As you are going, I will just move to the wagon map for a second, just to show it off again.
Yeah, so basically, after you left, we talked about like gamifying the part a bit more, and then we made the executive decision just to hit the road jack, I think.
Right.
I just put all the NPCs in here, and signs in there, slabs in there, trackers in there. But basically, it is
We're in the B card.
No, it's just because I didn't want to move all your tokens, and some of you are already there. But you are on that first day of travel. Oh, sorry, second day of travel, first day in Arcadia. I assume Otteron is the one helming, because it is his horse.
Oh yeah.
I am really ambivalent and need to have fixed my robo familiar.
Okay, you can sit there and fix it while the horse is going. You just have to watch and make sure you're not going off into a ditch.
You don't need to stay on the same plane of existence, do you, with that one? It's not.
I think what he means. I genuinely don't mind who's driving. We're following a road, right? This
isn't
what's the fucking magic? The archer on is the frizz and takes us on magical adventures.
But if anyone did want to have a break, I can come out and.
Yeah, there's a few characters who definitely can. But if you want to make
leaving him by himself.
Well, no, you can still see him. He's still here. He'd be on the map here, but he's just can't. He's watching the horse. If that makes sense. He's basically where that rune is in the middle.
Every so often he pokes his head out. I was like, "You getting on good, horse?" Nay. Oh shit, what's the matter? Nay. Oh wait, you don't speak.
Oh wait, you're a horse. If you want to make me a Tinker's Tools check for the familiar.
Yeah. 1 second. I do have proficiency. I use intelligence if that's okay. I will use history because I do not have expertise. That is a 21.
21? Yeah, within an hour and a half, you managed to sort of fix him up. You had to probably mend a bit of it because it was burned pretty badly. But you managed to fix it up easily enough.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Look at my thing.
I have been thinking as well. I haven't voiced this, but obviously, presumably, we're going to need to sleep in here at some point. I think in fact, I think we're going to need to sleep in here at some point. So I was thinking about whether or not we should designate areas for people to sleep in, or I can make beds if we have the raw materials. So everyone can have a place to sleep, a nice comfortable place to sleep. At the moment, I think it would be hammocks and the like, but I can make dividing walls, things like that. So if we want to come to a collective agreement about what we do vis-a-vis the space, I think what I was thinking was, and here's my first thoughts, Maeve, Cass, presumably you would like a shared space. Layla, Mel,
Cass
same
in
shared
Cassian
space.
or Cass
Cass
in...
or Cassian?
Sorry, Cassian. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't mean to say Cassian, but I said Cass. And then everybody else could have a slightly smaller, but I think by average you would have slightly more space, but because they're sharing, there's two of them, they would necessarily have a larger footfall, if that would be okay.
If it helps, if it helps,
If you say I'm going to sleep outside,
I was just going to say, it would give everyone else a bit more space, and I like sleeping out under the stars. Is that a problem? Like, it's comfy, it's cozy, and it's pretty.
Also pretty.
You're going to sleep outside during winter with the sleeveless.
Yeah, it's cold. It will be cold.
I'll set up my tent. It
You
should
know
be
what?
alright.
I don't think we can argue with you here, Sidon. Do as you
I'm
wish.
just thinking
And when you
would
have
be more fun.
hypothermia, don't come asking Cass to heal you.
I was just thinking for the space, you
If
know?
you want to sleep outside, just do it. I don't
we-
really
we're
care,
gonna need
to
to
be
have-
honest.
Look, we're also going to need someone on watch anyway.
That's true.
I was thinking about. I don't think we really do. How big is it vertically in here? Like, what's the vertical?
I'll say it's like 15 feet up.
15 feet? Okay, that's a pretty good height. I'll turn sunset side. I think I have a phrase that could maybe sway you back inside the... I don't think we... Oh, sorry, the dev wagon. We do have a name for it. So I was thinking, how about this? I'm only going to say it once. Bunk beds.
No.
Bunk beds.
No, Maeve, not for you. You would have a proper bed. Side would have a bunk bed.
She's
And
gonna
who
like
would sleep
she's
on
gonna,
the
like,
Sidon?
walk up to Archeron so she can whisper to him. Do you know how insufferable he will be if he discovers bunk beds? He
I
will
just thought
not
it-
shut up about bunk
It's
beds.
a very, very, very valid point. And for which I don't have modified memory yet, but...
You've got the idea now. You must make him a bunk bed, Archeron. Do you understand
Too
this?
late.
You know how this works
It's
now,
already
right?
done.
It's going
Depends what happened
to
with Pandora
Hey.
in the box.
be. I was going to reference Step Brothers, but it doesn't exist. It's
You
like the
guys
play
know
Step
I
Brothers.
I know what bunk beds are. I was in a temple. There were people who shared dorms.
Maeve's going to feign shock. What?
So you didn't sleep outside every night in the temple?
Well, for 6 years I did, but the temple thing was a different part of my life, you know?
Did you also hunt small game?
It was a new thing that started 6 years ago when I left the temple.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say no to the extra space. However, I do think it should be fair and equitable. Therefore, I think you should have your own space in here because it would be, I think, good if we have, strict rules and understanding of exactly what's going on. Perhaps a chore wheel, I think, would go down quite well as well.
Oh,
So
God.
things don't pile up.
You know what, Sidon? I think sleeping outside sounds good.
I remember the temple chore wheels. Well, you had the sweeping, you had the wax on, wax off, you know.
I meant
What?
mainly about leaving the dirty clothes out and about so people didn't trip over them. I'm not
People
talking
do
about.
that?
I glance at Sidon.
If I see your
I
dirty
don't
underwear
think Sidon
anywhere,
have any extra clothes to keep
Going to
around on
Eldritch
the floor,
Blast
to be
it.
honest.
I have a second gi.
Well, Beth,
Okay,
you can't
so you
Eldritch
have-
Blast
No,
it.
no, no,
Eldritch
no.
Blast only works on creatures.
We
No,
heard
no,
that he
no,
has one spare.
wait,
One
wait,
spare.
wait, Sidon. I was talking about underwear. You said I have a spare gi. You do have extra underwear, right?
Was
I think
extra
Sidon goes
underwear?
commando.
Fine, make me a persuasion or deception check.
I
It's a
have a
loincloth.
question. Is he the top part or the bottom part?
I was going to say, is it like, does
Listen-
Sidon even wear underwear?
Sidon, if you don't have
Also,
spare underwear, then I don't think us cleaning your gi was the problem.
As you're going, if Archeron is in fact the person looking out, as they're not arguing about underwear, you sort of like, because obviously you're sitting in like the main car area, you hear like a small commotion, and I
Well, that
assume
is
you like
one spare pair of underpants.
Not.
Is it one
You're-
pair on the fence
you're-
labeled Ember 4?
You hear a commotion outside
I wear
of the
them
car.
front, I wear them back.
Stanley.
Calm down, Fred.
Inside out, double the range.
So yeah, as they're having a commotion about underwear, you hear a commotion from the outside, Archon.
About underwear.
No. And you sort of look out and can see in front of you. Let me change the map.
I recognise this
I
map.
recognise this map.
Well,
Sorry,
I've not used it before, but
I've used this map.
Yeah.
I'm
Because
using
there was
this
some
map.
people like onto this side of the fence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were.
And they were like, we need help.
Didn't we kill them?
You did, yeah.
There were,
I mean, we killed him in pizza one shot as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
well, I'm the only one using this map legally, so
Fair.
Hey, I didn't record mine. Neither did Pete.
hey,
it's true.
that's true. And my one looks the best because it's the highest quality.
So people,
Anyway.
that never happened. We never
Yeah.
seen
You
anything.
didn't need to at us like that.
Would you download a car?
Do you think that the people who, yeah, no, the guys who make the maps are listening to this now and they're like, yeah, you tell them.
I'm going to report you and get 3 months free on Patreon. But as you're looking forward, Archon, you can see these two large, best way to describe it's vulture-like creatures that are. How do I reveal?
Trigger and Nutsy from Disney's The Robin Hood.
No.
Okay, not interested.
You
I turn around.
see, you see two large vulture-like creatures up here fighting for soldiers, and Artron is from Arcadia, so he would probably recognize them to be members of the Verdant Shield, which are like the elite soldiers-ish, or the sort of like the equivalent of the Dragon Knights.
Yeah,
But in Arcadia.
These dragon, I did recognize. Isn't the Verdant Shield what Maeve's dad is in as well?
No, he's just a guard.
I definitely
Just
I've
a
heard the name
guard.
I'm just.
I'm just on the guard. Put
Yeah,
a
it
fish
has
on.
come up.
Fucking guard.
I've definitely said
Guy.
those words as well, so it has come up before, so I did recognize it. But these vulture-esque creatures,
Yes.
Would I, at a glance, be able
Some
to
respect
identify
on
them?
Can you make me a?
Nature.
God, I never know what it would be.
I always assume survival of nature.
I will. I will say. Yeah, I'll say survival of nature, or history.
Or history? Nature and history are the same. I'll go nature. That's a 17.
17. I'll say you can't figure out what they are specifically, but they look demonic.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay,
you see that
I-
there is a very clear fight happening with
Okay.
a group of 3 looking like civilians who are like cowering back.
Okay. I pick up the red cup with the string on it that connects to the inside of the car, the demi plane, and I say, That's what they hear anyway.
I didn't hear that.
Can we
Okay.
maybe invest in making that a bit better? At some
PA
point?
Sudden jumped out of the.
That gets rid of the authenticity of a shitty canon.
Yeah, Zidon pokes his head out. What did you say, Audra? What's going on? Oh, hello!
It's thanks to me, there are some devilish creatures out here. Devilish or demonic?
Oh, great heavens!
Demonic.
Oh, great heavens!
And as you are like poking your heads out, I assume starting to get out of the cart.
Jump out!
I will ask you quickly. Who, if anyone, of the NPCs are you taking with you?
Leave it to
How
everyone
far
else to decide.
away from us? Is this map size accurate?
This map is accurate, yeah.
I would say
60.
that, and I would say Cass, because he... Sorry,
Cass-
I'm already joining.
It's
Sorry,
it's
I
very
don't know.
confusing.
My fellow cat.
he's got the range.
Cass isn't
Hello,
an
fellow
NPC.
cats.
How
It's
can
been
you tell
demoted
Cass?
to.
Are you saying I'm not real?
Alright.
I'm such a wind-up mood today. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Don't know
Yeah,
why
like-
I keep that name.
It's
Um,
fine.
yeah,
we used to
later on,
call
I'll
him
be
Cat.
like-
Like Yeah.
Did we?
I'll be like, hey on, have this, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah.
Got a bit muffled, Artron, ever since you did the PA thing. I don't know if you knocked your mic.
Oh, hang on.
Do you want me to do Cassian or do you want to do it, Beth?
I don't mind. I can do it if.
If you're doing cash,
I'll
you
do
can
it.
do
As
it.
you go.
Yeah, so you can do it because I
Hey!
have a few different tokens to do. Oh, characters to do. Yeah, if you guys all want to roll initiative.
Yes.
Pete, how dare you roll this
To get my
encounter?
many characters ready.
Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Ah, I
Like,
just
after
beat you.
here,
Oh
it might
my
be best
God.
for me to go last.
God, why am I
Or
rolling
like
well?
near to last.
I don't like rolling.
Never mind.
though.
Very good for me.
Cats, I thought you said you weren't a healer.
Shut up!
Oh God, I've got like 3 in a row. Oh no, maybe not.
Best
with
of
Cassian.
luck, God!
Why? Is the
If it helps,
boss so middle
my
of the
dex
pack?
is only +1, so I don't know if that helps or hurts your conundrum.
Let's see. I go descending. Oh wow. Oh Maeve, I think you clicked on Maeve but rolled Cassian.
No, I didn't.
Well, because Cassian rolled a 22, but I'm seeing Maeve second.
Oh wait.
It says Maeve has. the
Cassian's not on there.
I'll do a Cassian, it's fine if you just change Maeve's one. To his second turn. What was Archeron's dex?
It's only a +1.
Which means I have more in a row.
So, right.
Oh.
then.
We do.
I can lie if you want.
No, that's fine.
No.
Okay, wait, let me just see the dex. I assume Cassian's will be higher than
It's +5.
+5. Yeah.
Peaky +5. Love to see it.
Have I prepped my spells? I will have prepped my spells. Let me just make sure I've got good ones.
I mean,
Oh, I've got good ones this one.
oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, in this encounter, as you all clamber out of the devil wagon like a clown car, Cassian is going first.
Oh god. What does he see?
He sees 2 vulture-like creatures, like large. I have an image. Hold on.
So we're fighting the vultures, correct?
You can make the assumption.
No,
You do
Cassian,
you,
go
boo,
for
yeah.
the civilians. They obviously
I mean-
are the biggest danger.
Okay.
Kill
Yeah, well,
them.
there's the civilians, but I mean, if we want to kill the verdant shield, we can help out to it, I
In
guess.
general, that is what they look like.
Oh,
Oh, that's spooky looking.
no, really weird.
Yeah.
When I've
if
taken
you-
my turn, I'm gonna go on mute because my dog's barking and then sort her out. But I will be back. Just try to avoid hitting Artron. I know that's a real ask, but
It is.
I'm gonna have him steady aim.
Well, you can't steady aim if you moved.
Never mind.
He would be able to get sneak attack on the
Let's go.
closest one because there are enemies of the creature within 5 feet of it.
Yeah, but can you get sneak attack with a bow?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have him hunter's mark.
It's any
instead.
finesse weapon or ranged weapon.
So he hits him with a hunter's mark, which I'll put that for 26. Definitely hits.
Yeah, boy. That
Is this thing?
is 30. Wait, is that added?
That's
Hey,
24.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
24.
Woo!
I'll roll your hunter's mark as well. D6.
4.
So
Woohoo!
as he fires the arrow, it hits the creature. You sense that the initial, the 24 points of damage is less than you expect because it is not a magical weapon. But
Okay.
the 4 is full, so that is 16 points of damage altogether.
Nice.
Sneak
which
has
is-
3 ones in it.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Anything else?
do it again. Wait, no,
He
you
can
can't
only
do
make
it
one
again.
attack.
God, I
Wait, does he have a second? Does he have
No,
a second-hand crossbow too?
He used a. Oh.
Oh no, he used
No,
hunter's mark, hasn't he?
that's also. Yeah, that's crossbow expert as well. You need a bone. You need crossbow expert for that.
I
Anything
thought you-
else?
I thought you
No,
could do. I
bonus
thought you could
action,
do.
action.
I thought you could do ranged attacks if they were hand. If they wanted
No,
in
because
each
it's
hand.
specifically crossbow expert that says that. I think. I don't remember. I should know that. That's a lot.
No, that's the end of his turn. I forgot which campaign we were playing for a second. I thought we had 2 turns.
Oh
Like
no,
two actions.
I'm thinking of throwing daggers. You can throw daggers as a bonus action.
Yes. Yeah, because they are a range.
They're melee weapons, but you
Yeah,
with
they
the
are
thrown
thrown
property.
weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, thrown property.
He
works
does have a
differently.
dagger though, so
Yeah, but
You already used bonus action. So.
yeah.
God. What did I do with that? Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just adding the round counter because I forgot.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
And not that I think you'll need it, but
Nah, we can save it this one time.
There. Oh yeah, both of the captains. Okay, cool. So going next is this woman at the back. You see wearing sort of somewhat. Actually, I would say yeah. Maeve would know the outfits of the Venom Shield. She looks like she's wearing like a captain or like the leader of this group.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see she has a bow and arrow. And you watch as she looks to one of the knights, one of these two, and you see they were holding like an action. And you watch as she obviously doesn't want to hit her allies. And you see, just to make sure, this guy at the back is like flying a little bit in the air because they do have wings; they can fly.
Mm-hmm.
You watch as she sort of jumps forward, and as she moves and like jumps up, one of the knights uses what appears to be like a held action gust to lift her up into the air as she does Conjure Barrage. And
great.
you
I love
watch
that
as
stuff.
it, in a cone, like 60 arrows fire forward towards these two
Jesus.
weird creatures.
Conjure Barrage is so good.
It's
I
so-
love that
it's fun.
spell. I was so when I played in that one shot, not one shot, that sort of prequel thing in Beth's campaign where I got to play that Artificer who's a Battlesmith. And Battlesmith's get Conjure Barrage as a spell, and I was so disheartened when I saw an Aeon sheet that I couldn't get it on Aeon. I was like, oh.
So they have advantage on saves against spells. So the first one succeeds, the second one fails. And they both halved on the thing. 21, fucking hell. That was a high roll. So we'll say the one at the
6, 7, 8. That was Jesus.
Yeah, the one at the front succeeds, so that's 10. The one at the back fails, so 21 points. It's a high roll. And then she like sort of jumps, moves back down, doing like a backwards roll, and she knocks another arrow, looks to all of you, and says, "Come on, we need help if you can." And that will end.
Wait, what do you think we're doing?
It's just like she's confirming it.
What if we
Better.
can't?
It's been 6 seconds, man! We've only just
then
got it!
Woman, we're trying!
But it is the two.
6 seconds is sometimes all you need.
That's true. There's the two knights. They both step forward and go to make longsword slashing attacks against the one in front of them. This will be the first guy. They will both make 2 attacks. Wow, both hit. Wow.
You're rolling insanely well today.
I'm rolling
gonna
really
be
well.
honest.
Can we? Oh, Wilson.
6,
Oh, wow.
Jesus. Okay, it's half damage because they are just normal swords, but that's fine.
Oops.
Second one. 13. Not 20. Fucking hell. I'm rolling well today. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
And
See you in a
I'm
minute.
for the weird bird thing's turn. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Plus 2. Oh, low roll on the crit. 5 points of damage for a crit. Nice one, go. That is their turn, and it is the weird bird creature's turn now. I apologize.
Curses rolls, guys, quick. Curse you, Bill.
So you watch as
They're too far away for me.
as the one at the back that is flying up, you watch as there's this weird green, it's a disgusting word, like fetid, diseased miasma around it, and you watch,
And underwear.
and you watch as it, like, it
That was
pulls
a
the
good
wings,
one.
it pulls
That
the
was
wings
really
back,
quick.
and it moves the wings forward, and this cloud of greenish energy impacts right in the middle of all of these knights. Let me.
Is that a spell, by the way?
It's not a spell. No, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
effect.
Oh no. Is it a magical effect? So the question is, can it be dispelled?
I wouldn't count this as a magical effect. No.
No.
So.
I don't even know if you have dispel magic, to be fair.
Well, Maeve does, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'll say this radius here. Oh, and by the way, as you guys, I'll say Cassian, Archeron, Drac, and Maeve, and I guess Rayon, but you know, he doesn't really count. As you're sort of moving into this space, you feel this strange heaviness, if that makes sense. Like, you feel not weaker, but there is, like, your blood is pumping slower, and there's something strange going on, which you can't necessarily tell. But if it comes up, I'll tell you. They all need to make con saves. Let me roll that quickly. Con... What's the DC? Yeah, that guy.
Higher than 11.
It is, yeah. That's a fail. That's a success. Fail. Success. Okay. So you watch as some of these knights like start to cough, and I mean also a few of the civilians that are hiding behind the area, the hedge. That's the word I'm looking for. And you see they become almost sluggish and slow, but there doesn't seem to be any damage taken. I will just mark those for my sake, because I'm going to forget otherwise. Good with that. Cool. And then the second one's going to go and make some attacks on the guy that was just poisoned. Or, well, it actually isn't poisoned, but hit by the attack. First attack with the beak. Oof. That's a bad for this guy.
Does this smoke? Sorry, does this provide obscurement at all?
It is not obscured. It's just like almost like a spore cloud.
Okay.
Did they like belch it up or something? Like
it was like around its form, and it like blew it towards them in this area. So that was a low roll for that crit. So that is 13 points plus another con save, which he very much failed.
Oh my god, this guard is fucked up.
He's dead. He will be. Oh no, okay, it's lucky because this extra damage doesn't trigger until the start of his turn, so it's not a crit. It's not a crit attack. However, this thing sounds a claw attack, so he's going to claw at the one next to him.
Mm-hmm.
With a 16?
They're in plate mail, so it doesn't hit.
It's scale mail, it means it beats it.
Sorry, guard, that's right. Oh,
he's alive, just. The other, okay, they both went from almost full.
Did he have
to
22?
No, he had not 22. Not much more though. Yeah, they went from looking okay to ow. But that is those creatures' turns. Archeron.
Yes, my plan has changed somewhat since they're right on top of the guards now. I don't know if you saw me measuring the radius of a fireball, but that is presumably no longer on the cards. So, quick little check with the group. Are you all okay to activate the extra fire damage thing?
Yeah.
Well, you have to activate it on the... Oh, yeah. You have to activate the top of round, I think.
Yeah. Could you not fire the fireball up here?
You could also do that.
Well, so the reason I was hoping it'd be okay now was because while Cassian has gone, none of the actual party would benefit have gone.
What are we talking
yes, but
so if I'm hearing no, that's fine.
I'm just reading.
I just wanted to know.
It has to be top of the round, so you can't activate.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, it doesn't really change what I was going to do. It just
Oh,
kind of
you
makes it a
mean
little
the
less
boon
effective.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me. Okay, I'm going to launch. So, of these two creatures here, which one is looking? This one is the one that launched the sickness cloud,
the
right?
back one was the one that launched.
This one launched the sickness cloud. Okay, fine. I am then going to send, as an action, 5 bolts of frigid moonlight from the necklace around my neck.
Go for it.
Which is why I asked about the thing. So it's going to be 6. It's going to be 12d4. So I just need to mark these off.
I know why you wanted the extra.
Yeah. So it's going to be 12d4.
Is this cold or radiant?
I'm going to go for radiant for the sake of expediency.
And the fact that we're fighting demons.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, 34 damage. That's pretty good, actually.
Very nice. However, this is
how
not a
is it looking after
spell,
that?
so it's not a concentration thing.
Yeah, no, that's fine. It's just also there's no save on this one for it.
Weirdly, it's looking the exact same as the other one. No, it's not. It's looking. It didn't like it. It looks to you and like squawks. It's a weird vulture thing. So I don't know what sound a vulture makes.
That's fine. As a bonus action, because I was hoping that might kind of do something, but it didn't. That's fine. I'm gonna go hard. Oh no, I can't.
Gonna do what?
No.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Sorry,
Go hard.
sorry, guys. I misread something. I thought I could do something that I actually can't do. Bear with me one moment. I just need to quickly check one thing. No, that won't work. Okay. Poop. Never mind. As a bonus action, then, I'm going to cast third level Dragon Breath on Yumi because it worked really well last time. Again, Radiant.
Cool.
Because why not? And now it's the turn for my familiars. So bear with me, please. Yumi is gonna zip zap zoop. 4, 5, 6. How fast can the thing move?
I
Sorry,
assume it's 30 feet, isn't it?
40 feet.
Oh, it's 40. Wow, that's a fast-moving little insect.
Which should get it into range for. It's
I didn't mean to drop a
15
noob.
feet. Yeah,
That's not a 15-foot guard.
That was me.
Okay. I was
so
gonna
just
say
in the range of Dragon. I think it is 15 feet.
Yeah, one or the other.
15 feet. Yeah, fine. One or the other. They both look about the same, right, in terms of damage?
Yeah. There's a slight difference, but they're not too different.
It's okay. So just let's go for the one at the back. 'Cause that's the one that's out of melee range. I'm going to need it to make a presumably with advantage dexterity saving throw against a third level Dragon Breath. 3D. Just
25. Not 20 again.
I'm going to cast a silvery barbs on that.
Are you in range?
60 feet on silvery barbs, isn't it?
I think there's...
Yeah, it's 60 feet.
Yeah, you're just in range. You're just. Let me roll
And
that
I'm
again.
going to give the advantage to.
11 fails.
Okay, so it would have been 11 radiant damage, and the advantage is going to go to Cassian, I think. He's our one-hit wonder. Everyone else has multiple attacks, so going to be Cassian.
Cool.
That's a high-resource round for me.
Good. Cool. Drac.
Yeah.
They're a tad far.
Let's see. I'm gonna move up with Cassian, and then I'm gonna use my hand crossbow.
Go for it. Oof, a 12 will miss.
Yeah, just reload and
Fire again.
yes.
Go for it. 21 will hit.
Nice.
Which one are you going for?
This one
Cool.
that Archon was going for. Let's see where there's. So it's 9 piercing. I haven't activated my right, so
It's 9 half to 4 because it's not magical. Anything's bonus action?
no, I'm fine.
Cool. Maeve.
Can I assume that the rot that is covering these things means that necrotic damage is not going to have any effect?
You can assume it.
Doesn't mean he's going to confirm it.
Listen, I have very limited amount of things that I can do. I have 2 fucking spell slots. I don't want to use one of my biggest spells if it's not going to do anything.
One of your biggest spells is a cantrip.
Well, they're demons. And demons very rarely are very rarely affected that much by necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah, but force damage is definitely on the table. I'm just
That's
saying,
what
Eldritch
I'm
Blast.
saying,
Yes, Peter.
Eldritch Blast is like right there
Yes,
on the
Peter,
cards.
Peter, we know.
I'm gonna save my Eldritch Blast
Okay.
because I have an idea.
You holster the Eldritch Blast.
Well, I have a second. I have a second idea for what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to cast. I think I can. 60 feet. Am I within 60 feet?
Oop, I didn't close initiative. Sorry about that.
Oh, we finished.
Would you say that's 60 feet?
That is 60 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and you can move if you need to.
Yeah, that's true. So I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on them.
Ooh, nice.
And then
Is it deck save?
it's yes.
Cool, they do both have advantage on this, because they do. Fair fire. 16?
That's a fail.
And
That's
22.
a fail.
A 22?
22.
Oh wait, what?
They have
We
advantage.
have advantage.
Oh no, the second one. Oh,
Okay, so I will say the one in melee fails, the one at the
Okay.
back succeeds.
in that case, as my bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use my Touch of the Grey.
Mm-hmm.
And I need a con save from the one who passed on the Fairy Fire.
Second. That doesn't look good. I thought that was gonna look better than it did. 1 second.
Make it purple.
No, I don't do.
Oh, that works. That works
Sorry,
really
what was
well,
it?
actually.
A con save from the
Con
other one.
save from the other one. It does not have advantage on this because this is not a spell. 24. Oh, high roll. What was this
Lucky,
for?
lucky.
Grasp of the Grey.
Okay. I believe it's still held partially, like
Yeah,
half
but
movement or something.
Yeah.
I just rolled well. It's got a good con bonus.
Force one creature to make a con save against just spell DC. On a fail, the creature is restrained. It doesn't do any. On a success, their movement speed is halved.
Okay.
And they take 1d6 additional necrotic damage whenever they
Whenever
take
they- yeah.
necrotic. But
Cool.
yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Sidon.
Why is it I roll well as the NPCs, but whenever I play as myself, I fucking can't do anything?
Well, you weren't rolling. That was all me rolling. So, and I've been rolling well, apparently.
Cider will run just so it gets low and just out of, like nowhere just hits the jets and you just speeds over 45 feet. Okay, you're within range and you're within range.
Over.
This guy is the guy at the back is like 10 feet up.
Nobody got that.
Still within range.
Mhm.
Because if he's 20 foot away from me and then 10 feet up, that's
Yeah.
30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, still within range. Cool.
Approximately.
So as Sidon is running up, he creates these orbs of energy in his hand and fires one at the guy that's glowing with fairy fire. That's advantage on the roll, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
22 hit.
Cool. So let's blast him for 11.
Nice.
11 radiant radiant damage for that one. Then his second blast, he fires up to that other one, which is a straight roll.
Mhm.
Nat 20.
Oh, very nice. That's a
Um,
lot. So 14
9 plus 5 is
very nice.
14. Right, and then he'll trigger his bonus action and do it again, firing off another one at the fairy fired target
Go for it.
for 24.
Definitely hits.
Oh, savage attacker? I can savage attacker that, can't I?
I think Savage Attack is specifically
Is
weapon
it specifically?
attacks. I could be wrong though.
Let me have a look.
never
Savage
used it,
attacker. Once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee weapon attack. Damn it! So it has to be. It actually has to be me punches.
There
Alright,
you go. Spear.
on my spear. Yeah. So that's only 5 damage on that one,
Mhm.
and then my last one firing up
On the other guy,
on the other guy. Yeah, 18
18 hits.
for another 8.
They're
So yeah, he
both
just runs up.
gonna help.
Key barrage. Bang, 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 bang.
He unholsters the key attacks and fires them off.
Yep.
Very nice. They're both looking relatively hurt. One at the back, more than the other.
That's my turn because
Cool.
that was movement, action, and bonus action.
Cool. Slab.
It's not going to be an eventful turn for me because. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to here. So,
Mhm.
and what we're going to do is
Starting blasting.
I'm just going to cast a 3rd level bless,
Okay.
and I am going to give it to basically everyone but me
Okay.
because I can do that, can't I?
What level? Sorry, 3rd.
Yeah,
So it's 3.
If you
No,
get,
it's
Four,
five,
five.
5 targets. 5
if you move
targets.
to hit, you can get, I believe, everyone.
I've got to cast it at 4th level to get everyone.
Okay. So yeah, you can get any 5 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you drop one other person.
I assume you're picking the entire player party, not
Hmm.
Cassian
Wow.
or yourself, right? I'm just.
I'm not going to cast it on myself.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think you have to drop one other person. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I can cast it at 4th level, but
4th level gets
I don't
Cassian.
mind being out of it.
yeah. Okay, then everyone but me and Maeve then.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 5. There we go. Everyone is blessed. Almost everyone. Wait, I did Maeve rather than Jack.
Yeah, I was about to say.
My brain just completely missed track. I was like, oh yeah, I'm clicking on Drac. No, I'm not. Anything else? Slab?
I mean, we're kind of not the same skin color.
No, I know. I don't see race. Anything else, Matt?
I'll give a bardic to side and basically amp it up like do what you did last time.
Get him again.
You got it.
And then this is my turn. Like I said, not very eventful because it's playing support.
Hey, it's always useful.
Utility is always
Yeah.
beneficial.
Cass, it's your turn.
Yes, I'll move 30 feet here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see the guard, can I?
I'll say you can. I'll say the hedge is like, you can like lean over a hedge and see it.
Okay, I'm going to cast a 4th level healing word.
Don't bother rolling. As you do so, there's that energy that I described, that slow, that slowness of your internal systems, and as you cast a spell, there is no healing done.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
Pyrrhic
shit.
touch.
Yeah. There's a
Oh, crap.
It's a miasma of vampiric touch.
and now it's shown. I will just show the range.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a massive no healing range.
Wait, do we get double no healing if we're in both radiuses?
No, yeah, you take damage. No.
If someone tries to heal, you lose.
And can I just say,
points.
the range originally is a 120-foot radius. I halved it.
Jesus Christ.
I was gonna make a
Oh,
30.
is this a stat block creature?
This is a stat block creature, but it is it's not a visual creature, but it is a well-known homebrew.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Fuck you,
This is
Mr.
also
Cleric.
guard, right?
Sorry, say that again.
This is also guard, right?
Yes, although it's the
Okay.
only two enemies are the big birds. One of
I
them's
still
yellow.
have my action.
Mhm.
You know what? I'm going to dash. I'm
Mhm.
going to go here next to these people and see if they're okay. Like basically,
Mhm.
common sense medical check.
Yeah, they look okay. The one that's in that radius is coughing a bit and is looking a little bit ill, but they're not too bad.
They're fine.
They're just more scared than anything else.
Yeah.
We'll go to this guy.
Well,
Let's see.
at least you know, and it only took a level 4.
Yeah, when you said, I was like, oh. This guy is going to step forward and going to hold out the spear and is going to. Actually, no. First, what he'll do, he sort of he steps forward with like this green-looking, like green and gold shield. As he steps forward, he charges at this creature and goes to shield bash it. And he has advantage because of Maeve's fairy fire. 17, I believe hits. Let's see if I crit. No. So it's 6 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 3. And there needs to be a saving throw. Fails. So it is knocked prone and it cannot currently fly.
That's what we get for not allowing us to heal.
And then it's going to make 2 spear attacks with advantage. 15 meets it, beats it. 19 hits. So it is just a d6. 5 and 9. So 2 and 4. So 6 points of damage. They're both looking pretty rough. Cool. It is the round counter. If you want to activate the boon now, you certainly can.
Boon it up, boys!
If you want. I don't have any.
think
we only-
to be fair.
We only get it once per long rest, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Are we
I don't
likely
think
to
we
get
need
into another fight? Today.
He can't answer that one.
I'm asking the group.
No, we can. He just won't.
To be fair, I'm actually asking the group. Do you think it's likely that after this, when we then go on the move and we'll probably enter the
Depends
next
what I
one?
roll
Depends.
again.
Yeah, it depends what Matt rolls.
Yeah. But I think we should. I think we should just activate it and just get the fight over.
I
And done.
would say the moment has passed just because we don't have the only person who just repeated single target, single hit damage is yourself now. Or Maeve, if she. Oh no, because it's still only 2 attacks from Maeve. So I would
And
hold off.
Cassian.
Cassian hits once.
Yeah.
And he,
Big hits, but only hits
Cassian
once,
doesn't
yeah.
benefit
And he
from
also
one people,
doesn't
really.
get the boon.
He wouldn't benefit
Also.
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking we'll probably get it back before the next time we have a combat.
If you want to go for it, go for it. I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference in this.
But it's always fun to activate.
Okay.
It's up to everyone else, so I'm kind of dictating here. So if people don't want to do it, we don't have to. It's up to everyone
No,
else.
do it. I have an idea.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So as you.
If we get into another fight now, then I'm gonna blame you, Pete.
Blame me. Don't worry.
As your sort of first round's gone, you're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty hurt. You activate the boon. It is 10 temporary hit points to all of you guys, to everyone but Cassian, and 1d4 fire damage, I believe.
Yep.
And Drac, you feel that sort of burning sensation again from the bone as the eyes flare red. You'll gain your temporary hit points. And that goes to Cassian's
This
turn.
feeling never gonna go away. It feels so good.
Are we sure whenever we activate this bone right boon, we're not actually we're signing deals here? Because he said that it was for free, but every time we activate it, something happens to you.
Every time you activate, I
hope
glance
not.
over the side and see if he bursts
That
into
would
flames
suck.
or not. I still have my eyesight, if that helps.
Archer, you close your eyes and you can't see. He does have advantage on whatever he rolls. Because
His next roll has advantage, so he doesn't need
Yeah,
to.
no, he can get closer. That's what I'm thinking. I just don't know if I want him next to this thing. He can. Oh my god! Sorry, my screen's turning off, so I'm trying to reach it. But I have little arms.
Only got little legs.
Why do you have a timer on your screen?
I don't know how to turn it off. It's a very old monitor, and I don't have a remote for it because it used to be a TV that's now on its side. It's very long. Stupid story. Anyway,
'Cause that's like the first thing when I bought a new screen. That's the first thing I turn off because it's so annoying.
yeah. What's he got as his bonus action? Okay, he's gonna go up to this one because he can just about make it.
Mhm.
And with advantage. Wait, what's this one?
Isn't that one 10 in the air?
It's
It's
necrotic.
fine.
Okay. I'm just
It jumps.
wondering. He spurred wings.
Well, no,
Wait,
that one is grapple, so it'd probably be slightly close to the ground.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm not gonna have him use his dagger of wounding because that's necrotic damage.
Mhm.
So he's gonna use his rapier.
Okay.
He did have
He's got
advantage. This is his
advantage.
first roll. Yeah.
17.
Oof, lucky I have the advantage. 17 does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he rolled with advantage, you get sneak attack.
Yeah.
Ooh. So the other one was Hunter's Mark one, but
Sadly, only
so
my bad.
because
that is
non-magic, I guess.
God, what is that? 17,
17,
28 and a half,
20,
28 half to 14. How does he want to do this?
Bad.
Nice. I
12 hit
think
points
I think he'd go like because he's doing sneak. No, is it? Does he get sneak attack? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had advantage.
Advantage,
so
man.
I imagine he like snuck up to it, like swiper, no swiping, and just like sliced up into like one of its wings, so it like fell on its fucking head. I don't know.
Yes, as he swipes up with the rapier, it like cuts the wing, and as he like pulls the blade back down, you watch as like black inky ichor sort of falls from the wound as this creature falls to the ground and isn't dissolving, but it's like turning to mush almost instantly.
And it is canon now that when Cassian
I'm
goes into
melting.
fighting, he has like the swiper mask on.
Yeah.
Oh god. And yeah, but that thing is defeated.
Deaded.
I'm not gonna have him use his bonus action.
Mhm.
So
Cool.
that's his turn.
It is the captain's turn. However, she is
Hmm.
under that poison effect still. Yeah, so she can only make a singular attack. Which she will just try and do with the. No, she shouldn't do it with the longbow. She will step forward with half movement and go in with the short sword attack with advantage. 24. For 7, half to 3. Big damage. Then it is the 2 shield knights who are looking rough.
If we killed that one, does that miasma disappear?
It does not disappear now.
Oh, it sticks. Damn.
And this will just be a normal sword attack. This will be for the guy who is slowed. 23 hits, so 12. Very nice. So 6 points. Then the other guy with his 2 attacks hits. You might kill it. He just doesn't kill it. Oh god, okay.
This bird is about to kill these 2 guards by the
Yeah.
skin of his teeth. He's on 1 hit point.
Well, birds don't have teeth.
Some do.
Did I?
Geese
Yeah.
do.
Have you seen the inside of a penguin?
No.
It's a horror show, yeah.
It's
Uh,
fucked.
Um,
You mean the mouth?
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is.
Camels have
the-
a similar thing.
It is the bird's turn, and it's looking. It doesn't want to be here.
It
so-
fucked around and found out.
Oh, sorry. I need to roll something. Give me one. He might have a bit more health than I remembered. 6 health. Yeah, that guy had 6 hit points left. So because he was diseased
Oh.
from the bite attack, so he dies on his turn. So some of that damage is back.
Poor dude.
He just wanted to live. Anyway, the creature will go for the captain because the other guy's already diseased. So make a big attack on the captain. Fails. Then it will
sure?
make. I think I am. And then I'll make a claw
That was a
attack.
fucking two.
There we go.
That was
Another
two
one.
twos.
Listen, he's hurt. He doesn't. He's.
This is what you get for rolling well at the start. Fuck you.
He's like, why am I still here?
I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah. Listen, I'll just go. No,
Bye, guys.
that is. I'll make an intelligence check. Wisdom check. 13. It's gonna try and fly off. Try being the important word. Let me just remove this because I forgot it was still there. Let me roll. So the captain can't make reactions because she is slowed, and the hoplite can certainly try. 13 misses. No, he has advantage. 7 misses. As this bird begins to fly away, and they can fly pretty fast. He begins to fly over in this direction. That is the end of its turn. Oh, it did stand up from prone, so it can only get there. That is its turn. Archer.
How hurt is it looking?
Very.
I'm suspecting 1 hit point.
It's not
really
one.
irritating,
It's
because
2.
of a couple of reasons. I either kill it. Okay. Right. How strict are we playing to the rules as written in use of familiars here?
It depends on what you're asking me.
Okay, so I want to do 2 things, right? One of them is send Yumi to use its Dragon Breath on it, but I ideally want to do that first, but that technically should happen on Yumi's turn, which rules as written happens after my turn.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so thank you. You may have just saved me a 3rd level spell slot.
I won't allow it. Use the spell slot.
Yumi drones over and it gets all in his grill and it's like, "Hey, baby!" Opens its delivery socket and proceeds to upchuck some radiant energy. Can I have a?
All those words were bad.
Yes, I know. Dexterity saving throw, please.
With advantage, 21.
Yes. That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, it's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna
don't know
die
how-
anyway. It
I've
just depends on-
got a hit point number.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is why I wanted to do it first. What's? Why is this doing this? Sorry, my dice roller has gone to the weird one. How do I just do the normal dice?
I don't know.
Oh,
I see what you
okay.
mean.
That's seven damage. Half to 3.
It's still up.
Okay, it's still up. God damn it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to. Archeron is reluctantly going to drop a fireball on it.
What?
No, hear me out, right? I have no single target spells.
You
that
have
do
fireball.
Firebolt?
no, because it's a demon. It'll be resistant to fire.
I mean,
It might
there's
even be
single
immune.
digits.
It might even be immune to fire.
I think we break resistances now
And if
with
it's
the boon
immune
on.
to fire, you're gonna cast Fireball on it.
No, because the resistances don't
gonna
matter on
make
my
a-
leveled spells, because it can be whatever I want.
You can
I
make
just
like a
can't
radiant
change
bow.
my cantrips. So basically, I have to do some damage to it. The only way I can do some damage to it is if I use a leveled spell, because it guarantees some damage.
Okay, the with the boon active, and it does say damage on attack rolls. This damage is fire and ignores resistances.
that damage. That like D4 or whatever.
Yeah, that D4.
Yeah, the D4.
Yeah, that damage is no good. So I'm afraid it's going to be a fireball, and it is going to be radiant. I'm going to drop it in a position where it doesn't need to get Yumi as well, but will engulf this guy.
It's a 19 on the deck save. I don't think
Okay,
it'll
so that's
matter.
a 20 damage radiant.
Yeah. It had 6 hit points left. How do you want to do this?
So Archeron is so disheartened by this. He's just like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And he's like turns around and he cool guys don't look at explosion kills it. Just like turns around and like clicks his fingers and he's just like this. that obliterates it. Like, what a waste of resources! Oh my goodness. Oh well, it's dead. I wonder, as he looks around, has that miasma gone?
Which one?
The one that the no heal miasma.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
What about the other miasma?
It is just around the creatures. Let me look at the other one. I did actually mean to roll because it lasts for a number of rounds. 4. So in approximately 12 seconds, the other miasma fades.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're out of initiative.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna rush up and start checking on guards. Holy shit.
You see, one of the guards is very dead. One of the guards.
Fucking dead.
Yeah, one of the guards is pretty hurt. This guy's pretty hurt. While the captain and the sort of more armored knight are mostly okay. But she's like coughing a decent amount. The captain.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the captain.
The captain is fine. She hasn't actually taken any damage, but you can heal the guard for 32 if you want. The other guy.
Are there any of the civilians that are hurt?
No, you can see that this guy here is like coughing, and they look, muddy, and you can see like the assumption is that they were like walking or whatever, and whatever, and these creatures came on them, and then the guards were in the right area. Oh my god, the guards were in the right area and managed to hold them back.
I want to have a look at the corpses. Is there anything interesting on them?
Specifically that guard. What's he
Don't
got?
eat it.
No.
don't eat this corpse. That'd be bad. Yeah. So
Like, are they melting at all, or
they are like
I'm melting.
some like sort of the points that were like killing. So the guy at the top is essentially goop because it was
go with a fireball?
destroyed by radiant fireball.
Radiant fireball.
Yeah. How the other one? No, it's fine. The other one, which was like stabbed a few times, those like portions of it that were stabbed are clearly like almost the area around it is like dissolving into like ink, or that's like the best way I can describe it, like a black ichor type blood.
Does it have? So this ooey gooey grossness that's coming off it. Can I bottle some of it?
You can, yeah.
Okay, I would like to do that if that's okay.
Yeah. Is
Is there
enough?
any?
I'd say go for it like I'm actually gonna get out a bottle and do it. I use various
James, do it in real life.
Yeah.
Is there a way to
What?
determine what demon lord these demons potentially follow?
You can make me a religion check.
Yikes!
If Drac wants
I'll
to
do
make
one too.
if Drac wants to make a check, I'll give him advantage for Fae Fiends Undead.
That is a
I'll give
sick
him a guidance.
What did you say?
That's a 29.
religion.
Religion. Yeah, 29 for cast.
Drac, you have advantage and you have a guidance.
Ooh,
Too.
22 with a D4. Won't get as high as cast, but both very good. Actually, I have an idea. It'd be funny. Oh, 26. Okay,
It'd be
so
great if on checks, if you rolled a crit, you could roll the guidance twice, wouldn't it? That'd be amazing.
that's not a bad idea actually.
Good hard roll. New house roll.
So no. So on with both of those checks, Cass, you're looking at these creatures, and they are definitely like disease written. Like they're not. They're like carrion birds, but demonic, and they obviously gave this aura of decay, which is actually the name of the effect. I will say with a 29, you don't get the demon lore, but I'll tell you these creatures are called Heralds of Rot. They are CR6, and I'll send the stat block there because
I'm not sure what CR means, but I'm pretty sure there are 6.
But with Drac, as you're looking at these creatures, you sort of look down at them, and they are disgusting. Obviously, the tokens are not too bad. Obviously, that image I sent is disgusting. And you sort of look using your blood huntery knowledge to, figure out what they are. And your eyes for a second,
Disgusting, that's what they
yeah,
are.
your eyes for a second glaze over red, and almost that like neural link pattern. You go into the back ends of your mind. You see, a moment. It's all like red and very like synaptic. All the electrons firing, and then it sort of transforms into shadow and smoke with a large forest. You're looking around, the trees are creaking. The trees are endlessly tall. You can't see the sky. The sky is the same color as the bark and the leaves. And you turn around and can see the large form of a black and grey wolf with green sickness throughout its body. And you see these two creatures clutching onto the sides of these trees, looking at the wretched howler
I was just
as
gonna say, does the wolf have
as-
one
I
eye?
bloody knew it!
as it points to a point in space with its like claw, and a portal opens, and on the other side of that portal you can see the green fields of Arcadia, and you come back to yourself, and that gives you your answer.
Just when we've heard the name of these creatures, I did a quick check. Notes. The third stanza of the prophecy, I knew it had the word rot in it. Quickly after that plague will rot the land, disease and pestilence will be at their command. So, hearing the name Heralds of Rot, I will remind
Only
people.
good things, right? And with Sidon looking at like the anatomy of the creatures, and I guess Artram's doing it as well, you can tell. I don't know actually how you can tell this, but if you want to harvest the feathers, they can be turned into a cloak that will turn into it's not exact, but a knife wing cape, which I'll just send the thing, which is a rare magic item that it's normally made out of like the skin of weird like bat-like creatures, but it's a +1 to AC, and when you fall, you descend 60 feet per round and don't take full damage. It is attunement, however, but it's pretty cool.
That's cool for someone. Not me,
Would I
but-
be able to weave those feathers into the cool cloak that Maeve made me?
I will say no because they contrast them so much.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
So it's contrasting colours. It wouldn't be fashionable or not.
exactly. That's what I
I look
meant.
at Side and I'll be like, how the fuck do you know?
But
It's
yeah,
fashionable, really.
as you're like looking, at these creatures, you see that the captain sort of holsters. That's not right. Puts the bow along by like straps it around themselves. I don't know, and
Those their weapon.
yeah,
That's my assumption.
and these two hoplites like go to essentially like take the dead just away, as she sort of looks over to all of you and says, thank you. That was not what we were expecting.
Are you guys alright? Alright.
Hey,
I think so. I mean, that's both me coughing and her coughing.
What happened
it's
here?
happening all over the
See-
place, these incursions.
Yeah, the team and I, we were sent from Thyrios to head down and around the forest, the Spellbound, to Port Ophina to see if there were any incursions around there. And lucky we came at the time we did, because these two creatures were stalking the points to the 3 civilians over there. Thank you. I don't know if it would have been as successful if you didn't show up.
Right place, right
so-
time.
Sorry, you member of the Verdant Shield? Yes, I'm from
Yes,
Port
yes, I
Ophina
am.
myself. We're workshopping group names. Hello. Sorry, who
I
are
like
you?
that name.
Yes, I like that name too.
The
Did you say?
workshop.
Did you say who are you?
Yeah, well, a little bit less impolitely. Yeah, I gently asked for her name.
Yes,
Badge
I am Verdant Captain Eden. She shows a badge of some sort.
number. Hello, my name's Eden. How can I help?
Yeah.
She's gonna come over at this point. And when she sees the badge, she's probably gonna be like, does Lyra know about the incursions?
Yes. I'm trying to remember her last name. Valorous. High General Valorous was the person who sent us from Thyrios to watch out for anything. The roads are a bit dangerous now, but we've just come from this direction. So if you're going, she points north the way you're going. I can point you the right way to avoid anything for a little bit.
I would. Well,
Was
we
that
would
High
appreciate
Captain
that.
Valorous? Sorry.
Valorous. Yeah.
Was it High Captain or High General?
I think High General. I don't know if it said High Captain, but it is High General.
You said High
Valorous.
General, yeah.
Valorous.
While they are talking, can I do a medicine check on the guards to see if they have any sickness or any side effects
Yeah.
from the rot?
If you want to make me a medicine check, go ahead.
13.
A 13. The more armored guy looks fine. The shield
Dead
guy
one
who
looks
was
dead.
the dead one looks very dead, and the shield guy. The guy who took a lot of damage that you healed. He is coughing as well, and the captain is also coughing. There appears to be something trying to latch on. Whether it fights off or not is, really, up to them and up to you. Yeah.
Would lesser
Rail.
restoration heal this?
I'll say with a 13, it's a disease. I can't remember which spells cure disease.
It
Paladin.
says blended, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned.
So no. You do have a
we
paladin
do have a
in the
paladin.
paladin in the shop.
I've just sent Rayod, as we're talking to Captain Eden, I think that's the name you gave me.
Yeah,
I'm going to send Rayod over to the three survivors in his orb form, just to cast a quick action cast detect magic on him.
Okay. There is no magic on them.
They're just farmers.
Yeah. They just look
the
farmers
reason
mob.
I've done this, and I would say why, I will say why. So these two creatures were stalking those three people.
I think so. Well, that's what we thought. That's what we
what it
saw.
appeared to be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth us speaking to see if there any. It could just be terribly bad luck that they got chosen. However, we have seen instances where particular people were chosen for particular reasons. I was wondering if you would mind allowing us to piggyback on the authority of the Verdant Shield to get them to, perhaps not intimidate them, of course, just answer a few questions, see if we could piece together the puzzle.
I mean, of
How
course.
far out are we from the border to Obelister?
You're probably it's probably halfway through your travel, so a good 20, 25 miles.
What did you say? She said High General
Valorous,
Valorous.
which is Lyra's second.
Yeah. So Maeve would go to say, High General Valorous. Is she currently in Thyrios?
When we left, yes, she was. She's been busy. We've all been busy with these incursions. They're not all over the place, but they died down for a while. Are, I guess, starting up again. Points to the two goop.
Yeah, they may have did a big thing in a town we left not too long ago.
I was thinking it might be good for us to touch base with her.
He's pretty busy, but I can give you I can give you my blessing if. anything.
I
appreciate that.
don't know if you just realised Maeve is on a first name basis with this High General, so
Yes, she's it's let's just say
Maeve
she'll-
calls her Auntie Lili all the time.
yes, I'm sure she'll have time if Auntie Lila would like to speak.
Ian looks very confused. All right.
Cool.
I don't know
Auntie.
if this person would know, this captain, I assume captain, would know the friends of Lyra as well. But Maeve's gonna use her family name to see if it gets her any.
It really did feel like a "you know who I am" type of moment.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have been like that. She would have just been like, "Yeah, don't worry, I can. I'm sure I'll find a way."
We're gonna go on the inside.
Yeah. Did you say Maeve's captain is a general? Maeve's dad, sorry.
Maeve's
Maeve's captain, my captain.
It's a captain of the guard, which is a separate thing to the Venture, but they do work, like, close together sometimes. He's like a captain of the guard within Thyrios.
Yeah. And close relations with Lyra. My father is Captain Nightshade.
Have this woman make a history check. Let me close that sheet now.
I misheard that as Captain Shade, and I found it really funny.
19. Wow. She's like, oh,
All 19s.
yeah,
Double
Yeah.
19s.
what did you ask? Sorry, I completely.
I just said that who he was and that
yeah.
I was his daughter, and that obviously those two are close
His
friends.
favourite daughter.
His only daughter.
It's only
His
one.
only daughter,
Well,
yeah.
By default, don't you?
Eden goes, oh, well, I'm sure then you'd be able to get a meeting at some point.
Hopefully. I think we have information that the general would very much like to hear.
Well, I'm glad. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a bit
Where are you headed to?
to Port Ophina.
You take a letter with you. Would that be okay?
I
To deliver it to the town and
I can.
to the local temple. You don't have to deliver it by hand. It's just if you're heading that way. My family are from there, and I probably just should keep them abreast of us still alive.
Yeah,
from
we
here.
probably should do that. It's been
Yes.
a while now.
And they didn't like the arcane magic, so I was thinking perhaps not just best to send them a sending. I'll write a quick hello to them quickly. It'll only take a moment. Archron takes out a piece of paper and speed writes. Hello. Thinking of you on this fine winter's day. I trust you're all well. Drac is good, and we're both alive and kicking. Hugs and kisses, XOXO. All the best to Sheila. Hope her knee is better. Signs it off. Hands it over.
Yeah, can you write there that they will tell my parents as well?
Opens the
P.S.
letter up.
check in.
P.S. Please tell Drac's parents that he's okay. Assumed you would, but apparently wasn't clear.
Well, I don't know.
Covering
Well-
all bases.
Jesus Christ, he wasn't sure. Not suggesting for a moment you're that pig ignorant, but here we are.
Did
Eden looks,
this,
he looks very confused what's happening, but as he takes the letter and folds it up and takes it.
did this captain give us her name?
Eden.
Eden.
I don't have a second name written down.
That's fine.
Just Eden.
Maeve's gonna try and get some good sway because she feels awkward that she name dropped Lyra. It was just like,
What's so
do you know
funny-
who I am?
It was when you first said it, I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
literally going in my notes. Lyra, who dis?
It was very funny because you went Lyra and she was like, oh, you mean High General such and such? I was like, oh.
Yeah, Maeve's gonna be like, well, I'll make sure to tell the general what a fine job you all did protecting these civilians. I'm sure she'll be. I don't know the
Promotion
word.
time.
Yes,
Would- would you
wink,
like to
wink.
Most
to take
pleased.
back to note that your poor unfortunate colleague has passed away.
Do they
We
have
can-
tags? Do they have like dog tags?
I don't think they'd have dog tags. They'd have I would say individual badges, maybe.
We have cat tags.
Because I feel like I'm only asking that because I feel like Maeve would know. I don't. But would it be common practice for people to take the badge back to the place where they lived?
It would be common. I would say sort of as you're thinking about that, and as Artram's saying it, Ian says, it's custom that I do so. So when I'm back, I will do so.
Okay. Is there anything you would like me to pass on to the general?
I mean, this encounter, perhaps. We haven't met anything else like this on the road. But I would say, yeah, this encounter. And do tell her what happened. But
Speak of us. Tell them what happened here.
but nothing else that I can think of.
Okay, well, please be safe. This has been happening quite a lot, and I'm worried.
Yes, it is quite worrying. We're trying to get to the source of this, but well, it's difficult to get to the source of something that's not from this world. But yes, let me show you on the right direction. She points out, over a few minutes or so, points out a few past mentions, things to avoid, ways to go, which means you will not have to roll for an encounter tomorrow.
Before can we just give these people a quick? I don't know if you want to RP it, just like a quick.
I would say you don't need to RP it. They just look like they are just scared people who are in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Okay.
Yeah, unlike people who are traveling.
Did Drac tell us what he saw when he had that moment of vision? This is a question for Drac. Did you actually tell us about seeing the Howler and him sending demons?
Oh yeah, probably should. Sorry about that. Forgot about that.
Update.
Small detail.
Yeah, by the way,
just an evil demon lord.
I was wondering if you were just waiting until they left, or if you just assumed that you told us. I wasn't sure what the port of call was there.
Well, I would probably wait for them to leave because they don't need to hear it.
Well, what I'll say is, before that happens, I assume you guys call Mel out to do some lay on hands.
Mel, do your thing.
So she
goes on chest.
She goes and says, "Yeah, I'm a paladin. I might be able to help with your little cough." So she does lay on hands.
Does the verdant shield actually look at Mel any differently because she's a dragon knight? Because weren't they at war at one point?
8 years ago, far enough.
But it is, to be honest, though, it is Ifraldar, and they go to war with everyone for everything.
I don't know. There's no looking differently. Mel's probably not wearing her full dragon knight garb,
and she is just curing some of these people of disease as well.
Yeah. So she does it on on the captain and on the knight who had that thing, and one of the guys who was coughing.
I can see Mel have the same armor. She just have a big cross over the.
No, it's a badge. It's like a badge that holds the cape. So she probably just removes the cape and takes the thing off, and then goes back inside to chill. Let me remove things. But yeah, they, you get pointed out, and you sort of start to, I assume, head off afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just do. It's just I can have them all in the same
and as I said, I tell everyone about what I saw.
Simon, do you think you could? I don't know if it'd be wise, but perhaps if you, in the interests of subterfuge and generally doing demons over, if you would try to reopen your connection to the wretched Howler, we could perhaps leave him some root.
He would burn.
I've when you were talking about it, I was thinking about doing it, and I'm not. I can't risk it. The last time I opened it up, that connection, when we were trying to find Layla. Jesus, wrong L, wrong L sister.
That's also a murderer.
When we were trying
to timing for James and
when we were trying to find Layla, and I opened it up, it was definitely a risk, and it definitely burnt me. And if I did it again, no.
Hey, that's fine. No is a complete sentence. I was just looking at the spell divination. And I don't think the Wretched Howler is classed as a god, is it? It's just a demon.
He's a
Maybe
demon lord.
demon lord.
But that's not a god, though, right?
No,
I don't think so. He's
It's
also
like-
one of the weakest ones. Man's
that is
Yeah,
true.
because I am sure he's very weak and we can kill him like
Well,
that.
I don't have the spell Contact Other Plane. Cass, do you have the spell Contact Other Plane?
Hold on.
Let me console my.
I had a scroll of it, but I sold it because
the forest that was described to
I don't-
Drac.
Hmm.
Did it seem like would it have been a similar thing that Sidon saw when he first spoke?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it's not like it's spellbound woodland
No,
or something.
no, it looks very much
Like that,
not
yeah.
of this world.
Okay.
I
describe
do
it very
have
well.
commune.
which one's commune?
So basically, I contact the deity or divine proxy and ask 3 questions.
No, I don't think Divine Howler could be classed as a deity.
Yeah, I would say probably not.
No. Contact of the Plane would be the best bet. Now, I will voice this to the group before we do it, because I don't actually know what, in fact, if anything, we'd ask it. But I have a ritual in my book, I've never set it up, that would allow me to potentially cast Contact of the Plane. It would be a little bit dangerous, and it would also hurt a little bit. But that's kind of I'm okay with that bit. It's whether or not it's actually worthwhile to do, or I mean, I don't know what we'd ask really. It's just more interesting as to why it's all happening now. I don't know. I know obviously the prophecy, but what is there? Is someone heading the charge? Is there anything specific that's exacerbated this issue? Is there a single point of leadership? Is kind of what I'm trying to get at. And apart from this, the soul binder weaver.
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll try to bind his head.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about the demon?
One who made Layla and
Yeah. Well, the one who put the souls in. Yeah.
one put the soul.
Yeah.
Isn't it like I was gonna say Soul Reaver, but that's a different franchise entirely.
Wrong universe, dude.
Wrong universe entirely. Man's in Nosgoth right now.
Soul Stitcher. Yeah.
Soul Stitcher, that was it. I knew it was Soul Summer.
Just gotta remember the alliteration.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one. Yes, it's the same as all my spells. I don't know why I didn't get that first of all. So you know what happened to Stitchers?
Oh, it was
They
yes.
get Stitchers? No, it doesn't work. Okay. Wow.
Stitches get stitches now.
Well, it'd be
Stitches
nice
get
to know.
dolls.
Obviously, this is causing a lot of disruption for a lot of people. It would be good to see if we could do what we can to put an end to it.
Yeah.
I
agree.
don't know how we would even begin to put an end to this.
Yeah,
Well, you have
I've-
commune now. You could maybe ask Solicitor for a pointer.
I think we've already been doing.
We
what
we
can.
just said I don't have commune. I don't
No, you have
have
commune, don't you?
not prepared.
You said. Oh, yes, of course. You're.
Wait, I'm going to look what it means.
I do have divination, so I could contact Solicitor now. I just don't know if she'd want to speak to me. I don't think we left things on the best.
If I'm gonna be honest, I think we've been doing what we need to do. I know that sounds weird, but every place we've been to and one of these incursions have happened or something to do with these demons has rocked up, we have fought it and beat it back. It's
Street meat all
what
the
we
way.
do.
Then, out from
So-
place to place, getting drunk and eating street meat is. No. Oh, I had a thought before. Sorry, I wanted to say this earlier, but we got distracted by demons. So, Sidon, and also Maeve, and anybody else really. Cassian, Caleb. I think you're still here. I'm not sure. I've never spoken to you. once.
Kaylin.
Kaylin, sorry, Jesus. You are here.
I
then.
love the idea that that
Okay.
is just canon. That Archer can't remember names.
yeah. Mel, obviously, Lila, anyone else?
Lila.
I don't know if Slabcast, Drac definitely you would, but Slabcast, I don't know if you two would benefit. But I had this thought, right? So a way of keeping ourselves our eyes locked on the prize and trained, and making sure that we're operating at peak efficiency all the time. And it occurred to me that I could create, with some of my spells, a very small training yard where you could go up against my control and understanding of magic to see if you're specifically that we're thinking about side and side. I know you love the competition. I could create not an obstacle course, but like a training course for you in my
Siden's eyes are already massive, and he's almost bouncing up and down.
God, he's turned into
I
an anime character.
wouldn't be able to guide myself in it. So it would be my mind against your physicality. And I know we joke, but I do have a lot of respect for how how you've trained yourself physically. But I still think my mind could balance them out. I think I could take you here. But so I had this idea. I would cast a major illusion, and then you would try to hit all of the moving parts for points, and points make prizes. And it occurred to me that we could do it to anyone who did anything physically or kind of went to attack things. This is why I don't know if Cass and Sab would be. Well, I suppose so. You have Eldritch Blast. My concern is with you firing spells left, right, and centre, it might go over. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
I don't think you've got a choice.
Possible upgrade idea for the wagon.
Yes.
Training rooms.
Well, we could do it anywhere. I could fabricate a box. You get into the box, and we
It's
wouldn't have to
like
worry
the-
about.
You're making the danger
Yeah,
room.
you beat me to it, Pete. You beat me to it. I was about to say the exact words for making a danger room from the X-Men.
Could do it, I think I could.
We call it the
well, I
room
could
of
do that
danger.
tonight. Well, it wouldn't be really very dangerous. It would be it would be very safe. We'd call it the room of safety.
Oh, wow, that's boring.
Can you make it dangerous?
I can throw things at you.
I live for the danger.
Danger is my
I am
name.
the
I'm just
What's your
thinking
own
from
danger
a.
assistance?
I'm just thinking from a training standpoint. There needs to be a little bit of danger. A little bit
Does
of
it
risk.
though?
Well, if you're training and there's no risk to injury, then you're just not training efficiently.
Okay, well, I'll see
So,
what I
Simon,
can
by
do,
your
Simon.
logic, when you taught me how to punch, every time I miss, you should have punched me too. It does danger.
Sidon,
was a
I'm
different
sorry,
si-
I can't
Yeah,
help but think that with
works.
your diet and one set of underwear, that you're living life dangerously enough as it is.
I think the rest of us are a lot more dangerous. He's been doing this for 6 years. I don't know if I want to be trapped in a small box with him. Well, I will prepare it. Now
You've made your bed, now lie in it.
I've rinsed a lot of spells in that fight, but maybe something for when we rest at night. Maybe we can see how it works, and if it's good, then we carry on doing that. I thought you'd enjoy it. I thought it might be quite fun as well.
Yes.
Excellent. So my plan, James, was to do like my Arcana versus your Dexterity.
That's not a bad idea. So we'll say you continue on for the rest of your travels of that day, and the rest of it is uneventful, as you sort of find a spot to bed down for the night, or if you just want to keep going, you can, because you don't have to worry about the exhaustion of the horse. It's just the exhaustion of you guys.
I feel like
Every hour, so
That's what I mean.
yeah, I just right,
keeping
guys, I've had enough
guards,
to go.
or we just switch out the rider.
Well, Archer needs to make the horse,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
right,
that's
right.
the only.
I mean,
thing.
if Archeron genuinely, if Archeron wants to take like an hour or two break from casting the same spell over and over, I know it gets monotonous doing the same thing over and over again.
Sidon wants to pull the card.
I'm not even offering to pull the card. Wait, I'm just saying we can, like, even if it's just for an hour, we could just bed down for an hour and then carry on. It's not a big deal. We know where we're going.
Do we really have like any hurry to get there though?
Not particularly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just
That's what I
We
mean. Like,
don't- we
And
don't-
then we can just sleep for 8
Okay.
hours.
We could take a
Um,
leisurely stroll.
I would like to buy like mittens or something because it's really
Where,
cold out
where
here.
you should have done that
I
before.
know you said it was going to be cold, but it's so cold out here. It's oh
If
my
we have the
goodness.
wool, I can make you the mittens.
Let's see if
I have
anyone-
some leftover shitty
Grab
fabric.
our
Oh,
Like,
you
arms
want
in
pair of underwear.
stitching
Right, nobody wants that.
mittens.
it's not my underwear. It's just some
It would be
shitty fabric for
Hilton's.
my old gi. It's my torn up old gi that I used. I've still got remaining.
How do you still have it?
I
Sentimental,
mean,
or is this-
sentimental, yeah.
I
mean, if you want to make amends out of them.
Don't think I have any yarn.
Yeah, I don't think you've got anything that's that like insulating. You can make gloves, but that's not very useful. But yeah, you bed down for the night as you sort of get to the 8 to 9 hour mark, and if you want to have watches up, you can, but I have nothing planned for this evening. So
Well, I will take watch. Just assume that I will take watch every night.
Mm-hmm. And if you do, Layla also doesn't mind taking a watch, things like that. Kaelin would also be fine taking a watch. He's good. So you then wake up in the morning. You can hit the long rest button, and your third day's travel is going, and because of the way that Eden showed you to go, there is no need to roll an encounter for today. Whoop, whoop. Because you got a cool help. But you continue on, and let me know if there's anything you want to talk about before I just continue going, because I will just continue going.
I don't know anything to say. Anyone got any interesting stories to talk about, or are we just gonna move on?
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
How are you not cold?
From the north, innit?
Yeah, well, pretty much. I actually don't know how warm is the Esperal Dynasty. That's cold-ish, right?
It definitely gets colder in the winter. Like it's other
It's a
than
bit nippy.
other than Galador, which is obviously like the very north.
The cold place.
I would say a lot of the point where Sidon was, sort of after he left the temple, would have been pretty cold, snow around, things like that. So he probably would be somewhat used to it, but it's still cold.
Yeah. Also, I'm
just
kind of I know this is gonna sound weird, but I'm kind of insulating myself with my key. Maybe it has something to do with Celesta's power.
We're saying that to Cass.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I am.
Okay.
That's kind of actually. I was not thinking about it. I was not thinking about that at the time when I just said it out loud.
Just say,
I prestidigitate his feet
Cass?
cold.
Sidon.
Yes, huddled up in a blanket and it's glaring at me.
Well, Sidon, it's the spear. Cass, what you can do, you have the sun stuff. You can use that as like a rod of hand warming.
Exactly what it was intended for.
This magic item that's got
water bottle.
Yeah.
So Maeve, you mentioned your Lyra, Valorous. I assume she's the cool aunt you mentioned previously. She sounds like dynamite. What can we expect from her?
Maeve's version of her and everyone else's version of her would be two very different things, I assume.
Maybe I'd like her like
It's up to you.
a superhero or.
No, I think she's. I don't know if she's like, kind of like a godparent almost. Like, Atlas and Lyra are like close friends, and so
Close friends.
So she's not a blood relation.
no, it's like one of those. It's like when your mum has a
Yeah, I
friend
know
and
what
you
you
call them your auntie.
Mm.
So Maeve looks at her like a cool aunt, but I assume that it's kind of the deal of like, if anything ever happens to me, will you take care of her type situation. So they're
Godparent,
like a godparent, yeah. So I think they're close. So I think Maeve's perception of Lyra would be like cool aunt, whereas everyone else probably thinks she's really scary.
If
Is it okay? This is gonna sound weird. Is it kind of like a Sirius Black situation? From
yeah,
Harry
I think
Potter?
so.
a little bit, but leaning less on the I might have murdered someone side.
Yeah, obviously.
More into I definitely murdered somebody.
I mean, if Archer and Drac want to make me history checks to learn stuff about Lyra, like, she's like a well-known figure.
Yeah, because Maeve would just describe her as like, she's just my cool aunt. But like,
Oof.
Nope.
And Jack, you don't get Fae Fiends the Dead, I apologize.
Oh, really?
She's not dead, she's not Fae, she's not Fiend.
You sure?
Yeah.
She just has a temper of one.
Well, so Lyra Valorous is the High General of the Verdant Shield. She is,
Cool as fuck.
I'm just trying to read it. She was like a prodigy when she was younger. She became a captain at like 20 years old. And became High General at 25.
Oh my god, that is quick.
Yeah. I have written down here she's currently 36. I might be old. She might be slightly older than that now. But she is a trained like the leader of the Verdant Shield. She's got a spear, which is it's a pike actually. Hold on, let me find the name of it.
There's pikes, same thing really.
They're very similar.
No. Pikes
Oh,
range, don't they?
I think they both have. Well, they're very similar. Usually, pikes are metal, while spears are wooden or like lighter.
Riptide had a pike.
Them.
The only reason Riptide had a pike is because of the fish.
Yeah. Her spear is called Viridescence. Jesus Christ.
How'd you spell that?
Viridescence. Viridescence. It's like the spear. It's like green, nature-y type. I can't actually remember.
The spear of green. The green.
I made this weapon ages ago, so I don't actually remember. But it is like the spear that's like passed down to all the generals. And she is in game terms, she is a trained battle master. And has a lot of like druidic, nature-y type abilities, but as the leader of the Verdant Shield, which they get a lot of their armors, shields, weapons either got directly from or imbued with power from the Spellbound Woodland, which is sort of Fey adjacent, like Sylvan. So she has a lot of those type abilities with the spear. You would also know, I think all of you would know this somewhat. There was a whole thing about 10 years ago where she was watching a Colosseum fight in Thyrios and was taken by a Hydra.
Yeah. Let's say by a ragtag group of individuals that.
Hey, she was doing pretty well against the Hydra, but she wouldn't have won. And was saved and things like that. Maeve would definitely know that. They were the Pact Breakers, yeah. Well done. But yeah,
I know. I was kind of in and out of that.
Yeah, she's a very well-known figure. I'll say with the 22, that's sort of what you get. Known for being like nice, but also like in terms of strategy, is no nonsense. We gotta get this shit done. She got up to her position for a reason. Yeah.
So, remembering that thing about the Hydra, because that's come before. So your Lyra Valorous, your auntie in the verticals, was there when the undead Hydra thing emerged in the Colosseum that you mentioned, where the Pact Breakers were. That's why you're so interested in them. Is that why you were so fascinated with them?
Yes.
You may have muted herself.
I think that Maeve's.
I
think Zenko probably acted up.
Yeah, the cat's got
Oh,
to
wow,
me.
I didn't realise. I asked the question and it puts it in a recursive loop. Okay, well, I remember hearing about this because there was the play we saw. Do you remember when we all met up? The play we saw was about that.
You would have seen someone performing as her in that scenario.
Yes. Oh,
she did DC.
Oh,
well, Maeve's dead.
Hopefully she'll be back soon.
I unplugged the Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Did she?
So yeah,
I was going to say,
there was Chuck, the
the best one.
I'm sure there was the tiefling one whose name I can't remember. There was the walking pile of worms.
The lock at the time.
Lock at the time, yes. There was the great, and definitely not really irritating for the god of the world. Who else was there?
Wasn't Dal written to just be a walking meal plate for the?
What do you mean
Penguin
written?
character?
What do you
Well,
mean written inside him?
Oh, it was a play, right? So it was written.
No. Dal was.
It's based on true story.
He was a. From the little we understand about him, he was a bit of a mishmash of ideas and thoughts. I don't really know where. Well, apparently he was a real creature. With the group, the Pact Breakers, I mentioned before. They were in Portofino one day, and I was in the town, and there was this tree, this beautiful tree that had been in the centre of the town for many years. And from this tree emerged these chains and this large demonic creature. It's fascinating, and the Pact Breakers sprang into action. But they were joined by one of the local clerics who knew my father not very well. He was a visiting cleric who was an Aarakocra gentleman called Wrathful, who was very into Athena, the goddess of love. Devella, sorry, my bad. Sorry, brief mental fart.
You know, not over even religious though, are you? So,
no. But I know a lot about religion, in the same way that some people know a lot about Pokemon.
It was a joke. No.
I mean, I know lots about religion, but I've never really been able to get my feet under the table with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't. I can't quite.
Anyway, we're diverting from the
anyway,
story.
moving on. But so they were there. And it was incredible for a young boy like me to see. And I was blown away, and I thought to myself, "Oh wow, I wish I could be a powerful adventurer like these Pact Breakers." And I thought to myself, "I shall do it. I shall learn magic." But I struggled for a long time, and then I found the scroll, which allowed me to summon Porridge, which was really all I needed to kick me off to see this. Yes, to see the fearless and unstoppable whirling dervish you see before you today.
He trips.
Trips and spills goat curry all down there.
Senko goes through your legs and you fall over.
But yeah, so it's strange how things. What was it that inspired you to be an adventurous lad?
I just tagged along, really.
What do you mean you just tagged along?
I mean, first I wanted to perform it. I tried out for the didn't get in because they got the lines wrong.
They got the lines wrong.
Yeah. They tried to make Chuck out to be an idiot.
I'm pretty sure that was intentional.
Nah. I don't believe that.
Before we met up, you had no desire to be a powerful... Because you were a powerful mage when we met.
Mage?
Yeah, it was all down to my love for performance.
Oh, that's fascinating. That passion can carry you a long way then. Is it the same for you, Cass? Was it your fervour, your religious zeal that kind of drove you? Because if I remember correctly, when we first met, you said you'd gone into the woods or to try to rescue somebody, and then found yourself in the Feywild. Is that am I remembering that right?
No, well, sort of. I heard someone crying for help in the woods, and I found a portal, and someone shoved me down it. But for me, it was I wanted to see more of the world.
You never found out who shoved you into that portal, did you?
No.
You
But if I find them,
God,
if I
I'm glad you
ever
brought
see
that up,
them,
'cause I forgot it. Jesus.
I will show them how hot one must be for their eyes, for the tears to boil inside of their eyes.
What?
Okay, I mean, I'm not going to use the phrase "devil's advocate" because I feel like
if we
maybe
were
I'm
using
on
a
the wrong side
line
of the argument.
I feel
But playing the just stepping in as
as an anonymous third party.
Yes, a third party, a non-committal third party. Do you not think that you've done more good because of what they did since it's happened? Or do you feel that you would have done more good where you were? And this isn't a loaded question, that's a genuine question.
I think it doesn't matter, it's the principle of the situation. maybe Kaz did do more to help people because of what happened, but at the end of the day, what someone did was wrong, and they intended to do it to keep her off the board for a permanent basis.
Agreed. No argument here. But what I'm asking is, you mentioned, how boiling the tears from their eyes. Quite an extreme. Okay, no, I agree. Your agency was taken from you, and that's an awful thing to take from somebody. So yes, I agree. Retribution, but since then, lest we forget, you helped save Fawn's Respite. You helped overthrow the vampire threat in the Court of Shapeweavers, beneath the Court of Shapeweavers. You've assisted our good friend Lyra in freeing herself from a demonic pact in Pyra. Layla, sorry.
Who the fuck is Lyra?
Sorry.
Eastside General.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, my brain is not good. It's because I've stopped drinking coffee, which is what's happening.
Archon's addicted to coffee.
No,
Yeah, all those late study nights.
Yeah.
So Layla, you helped free Layla from her demonic pact in Pyra. What else did we do? Obviously, provided some absolutely wonderful assistance in Malachite, and only today, some people were saved. Yesterday. Oh, we slept. Sorry, I was sorting the dog out. Perhaps we slept. So only yesterday we saved 3 people and a handful of guards from a demonic attack. So I think we're doing good in the world. And I think the weapon you've been provided to so Cass has been given a not a spear. What's she been given?
She's got the sun stuff, but she got that from a random thing, and she has the feet from one of the Celestials. I can't remember which one.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think I think we're out here doing good things. So I've heard people say everything happens for a reason. I don't tend to agree, but sometimes I'll admit I'm wrong when the evidence shows it. And a lot of good's been done since that's with nothing more than a small push.
Maybe you're right. You know what? I'll instead bowl their tongue off.
Fucking
Fair. You just give them one of your homemade curries.
Even Layla, the former pale assassin, looks around and is like, "What the fuck?"
Hey, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Cleric of the Sun God known for punishments.
Yeah, that's true.
Involving burning.
Cats get so sadistic.
No. Mel looks at you and says, "Oh God, no fucking clue."
It's the cold. I have 8 cold ears and cold heads, and I have both now.
Just as well, this is an interesting side question, because it occurred to me when talking about Judge and Just. Does anybody here have any religious reasons why perhaps they would not like to be brought back from the edge of death? It appeared in a book that I was reading.
Do you mean revivify?
Yes.
It's not a religious reason, but I don't think I would like to be brought back from the dead.
Any reason? Or is it personal? You can...
It's hard to explain without it sounding dumb as hell, but it's a matter of the principle, the honor of it all. If I... Oh, hi, Maeve.
The cat stopped running around.
Everything good?
Yes. Just say, just disconnect for a moment.
Okay.
Unplug the Wi-Fi router.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, wait, is that real?
No.
I'm gonna say. We were just talking about reasons if you don't want to be brought back from the dead.
Oh.
Bit of a thinking subject, and I was just saying that I don't think I would like to be brought back from the dead, and it not for a religious reason, but it's more my own personal reason. If I lose my life in combat,
I want to be taken to Valhalla.
it's important that that loss matters.
If it's out combat, it's alright. Or is
Well, if it's something dumb, if it's something dumb and I fall down the stairs and break my neck, then all power to you. Bring me back from the dead.
Don't let me go out that way.
Well, if I die in a fight in combat, then that was meant to be. I just wasn't strong enough, and it wasn't my time. I think that's important that was the case.
But what if we're able to? But what if we need you back because the rest of us are in danger?
I'll leave it to everyone's judgment. But
We could kill you
I would,
again afterwards.
I would, if I'm being honest.
Then we'll throw you down the stairs.
Okay, if I'm being honest, if I would rather die protecting the people I care about, and not die and have those people still be in danger. So, in that situation, if I were to go down and you are still in danger and need my assistance, then bring me back. But if I'm dying to protect you guys, then I don't want to be brought back. I would prefer the nobility of that end.
Don't you want to live with Neve after this? You know, retire?
Commitment. The C word is what weakness.
Actually, kill me, yeah.
Right now.
Look,
Just pretend I'm dead, and that way I don't have to settle down.
It's not about settling down. Me and Neve are it's a complicated subject. I don't know.
Hey guys, what's over there?
Yeah. Good segue, Cassian.
Yes, guys, I think I've been watching on the horse. I think I see something over there.
These mountains, they look like boobs.
Hey guys,
shit,
look.
awesome.
No, so it's probably getting later into the day because obviously there was no encounter today because of Eden's the way she showed you the way.
Do you know the way?
Yeah.
This is
And as you're you see a small cluster of trees with a river, like a lazy river going down towards the ocean to the east. And as you're going, you sort of turn a corner. It's probably getting to 5 p.m. ish. You've been going for most of the day, and you sort of see this small clearing. You see like a few smokestacks from like fires, like smaller campfires, and you can hear the sounds of like chatter from a number of people over off in front of you. And I will change the map, then we'll take a break. And you see the Riverside Camp.
No.
So, jumping back in, it is probably 6 p.m. at this point. Obviously the map is daytime, but I don't have a nighttime variation. But it's probably pretty dark at this point since it is early winter now, and it's still the 2nd of Silver Star, he says, looking at his notes to make sure he's right. Yep. And you've just made it to the Riverside Camp. Here you can see there is a number of people around. you can see that in this center area there appears to be an orc woman cooking something. There is a guy with like a bison who clearly has some like stuff to sell. You can see a few other people around. You can see some tents of people set up. There is also a number of people around who clearly have very interesting tokens. So, if you'd like to speak to them, you certainly can. But you've had your day of travel, unless you want to keep going. But you are where
Please don't.
you are where Side and Jack are on the map, because that is where your horse is.
Yeah, I assumed since that's our
Yes.
carriage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I just ask?
Mhm.
Does it look like there are tents for like rent to use here?
No,
or
it
is this
looks like
a
these are people's
set
tents.
up? Yeah.
People have set up.
Also,
Okay.
just to like
It's like a
interject
campsite
slightly.
at Skegness or something.
Yeah, just to interject slightly, because we are travelling with hitherto unheard of magical technology, I would very much recommend we disembark before we get into the camp rather than fucking clown car it when we get in there.
You could have,
Yeah.
you could have, and then just have the
Yeah.
cart like walk up a little,
Yeah.
go up a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you've got
That's it,
Riverside, what?
Riverside Camp. And as you sort of head over, you get out of the cart and walk up with the horse. You can see that you can see that orc woman who is like sort of kneeling by that campfire and is clearly like roasting some some meat of some sort. She sort of like looks up and waves to you.
What's the meat smell like?
I was going to say
Mystery.
cider, no.
I will say it smells like
Meat.
Rabbit.
yeah. No, it's a bigger animal. It's like
pork?
a.
Pork?
I was
Dog.
gonna say pork. Yeah. It's like something like the pig or like a hog, something like that. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, you see she like waves over to you, and as you walk up, she says, "Oh, well, people, that's fine. Welcome to Riverside Camp. I'm Elsie.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm sort of the leader here. Not really. I'm here a lot, so people come to me if they want to stay.
That's very coincidence. I had an Elsie at my random camp as well. Mine was a drow.
Did you?
Yeah, the random drow woman was that Elsie.
I don't recall that at all.
What are you talking about?
From today's episode. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Weird.
weird. yeah.
But she says, "Yeah, I got some food cooking. If you want any, I've got enough for like a portion. I don't charge if you just want a bit. I don't care that much.
Wait, are you sure you don't want money for it? Because
We can donate.
I mean, it's all right. We're all friends here.
I'm
There,
gonna grab a leg.
Very much.
if you,
Entire leg.
yeah, I was gonna say she has just portions that she was gonna hand out to people that were like enough for like a normal person.
I'm not a normal person.
We know.
But
We
says,
know.
She says, if you want to set up tents or anything, feel free. Just find a spot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she should have points over there to like over here, like near where the horses are. Doesn't really matter too much.
Okay. So is there any way we could rent a tent? Rent a tent. Well, that's fun to say.
Not.
Why do we need to rent the tent?
No,
I mean,
just a tent.
all of these are full. It's
Yeah,
just
I
like
have a tent.
people come and go and take their tents.
Would it be okay if we used some magic to just to spend the night here?
She says she shrugs. Says, "Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't do magic," but she points to a few people like over there and says, "I mean, they do magic all the time. I'm just the cook."
Can I just ask what's the camp for? Is it just rest and respite, or do hunters gather here?
It's mainly just for rest on the journey. It's relatively commonly used route. So I mean, I'm not always here, but I'm here a lot of the time because I spend a lot of time hunting gestures to the food. So I'm here a lot.
Is it small
Is
game?
there any small game that?
I mean, You can find small animals, yeah. Don't know why you would when you can kill a pig and have that.
Pigs are small
I don't know if he's capable of killing a pig. I think it's,
I mean,
squirrels or bust.
Pig count a small game.
and I mean, there's a river if you know for fish.
Well, thank you very much. This is one. It's a river. Is a designated places for water gathering and like washing and things like that. So obviously we don't want to wash upstream.
She goes, oh, it's not actually on the map, but there'd be like a number of barrels that are filled with like clean water, that are around. You know, stay for as long as you like. And you see that standing next to her is do I have a? Hold on, I'm realizing I actually don't know what he is. A human man. He has
A human.
he's got. Let me just. I mean, this is the guy you've
What
seen.
was that, Archeron?
If I just do
That was James.
there you go.
White man. No.
You can see this man standing here. He's got like furs on for the cold, and he's got sort of peach skin, purple hair, like slightly like a dark purple hair, blue eyes, and sort of like to one of the. I'll say it's like holstered. That's not the right sheathed. That's the right word. Right now he's got a like a greatsword. That is
He's sword holster.
Well, actually, we'll say he's holding like the scabbard in his hand as he's like standing here. Was like talking to Elsie, and you can see got like stuff on. He probably has less stuff on than this image because like traveling gear, but would have a backpack over somewhere, whatever. But he sort of looks to all of you as you're talking to Elsie, and definitely gives like a once over looking at all of you just to like gauge sort of what you do, like Sidon with the like the metal thing in his arm and like the bruises. It's like, oh, you're probably that. Archeron has got to talk about magic, probably a wizard, whatever. But he sort of looks to you all and just says, rare you see another group of adventurers of similar size to mine. I'm Kyrian.
Kyrian.
Kyrian. K-I-R-I-O-N. Kyrian.
I only repeat it 3 times because I will 100% get it wrong next time. Please do not be offended. I remember everything else, but names
does that to everyone.
Terrible.
That's
hello.
fine. Hello.
I'm Archeron. Lovely to meet you, Kyrian. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Yes. Hero point?
No.
No.
I say in his voice.
The last don't get.
You don't get a hero point for remembering a person's name I just told you. Any
Pop quiz.
he says, you here for any reason?
Well, we're just travelling through. I think we needed a place to stop. Obviously, Silver Star. What's it?
What? Silver Star.
Silver Star, yes. As we're hoping maybe to catch some of the winter festivities, if we're so lucky. Always looking to make new friends. This is the rest of our ragtag group of wonderful people. I'll let them introduce themselves.
What's up? I'm Sidon.
He like looks to you and like shakes your hand. And like as you like shake, he does like that forearm clasp.
The predator handshake.
Yes, exactly. And you can like his hand like is a bit cold, and he like sort of like moves back. And you can tell he looks like strong, and he's carrying a greatsword. Sidon. Then like you can all go around and say your names. He's like, oh, hello. Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking, where are you coming from?
We come from Malachite most recently.
Desert.
What about yourself?
Oh, Warm, sorry.
Deciding the temperature differently.
Brain went a bit fuzzy there. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he stands near the fire, so.
Kieran says, "Well, I'm originally from Galador in the north. But
That's
have
No,
been-
so
where-
you're like used to this cold temperature.
yeah, used to this. Doesn't bother me
When he
too
says
much.
Galador, obviously he's like cold coded, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a look over, specifically investigating to see if I can. I see he's got like a little gem on him. I'm looking for paraphernalia that I might associate with the Mr. Cold Lich, whose name I've forgotten. The Knights of Periphalon.
Ishnir is the name of the Lich, but the Knights of
Oh, sorry.
Periphalon is Ishnir is the name of the Lich, but the Knights of Periphalon.
Okay.
I've said it before. I think I said it last session when you said this, asked the same question. I've definitely said it. Ishnir.
Ishnir.
Ish N-I-R.
And
Yeah.
I
know I've said it to at least one. I've said it to at least one person, so I don't mind saying it to everyone.
Okay.
Um,
Is of the head of Knights of the Knights of Berry. Sorry, Lord.
Parallel. If you want to make me perception, maybe insight. I don't know what you sort of specifically you're looking for.
So I'm going to do a quick little thing. I'm going to subtly cast guidance because I have a cloak that lets me do that.
Yes.
So I'm going to cast guidance on myself as I give him the old investigation one over, looking for winter coded thing. 25 plus a 4. So like looking at it. That's weird. I don't know what's that. So it's 26. I'm looking at his boots, his weapons, his like iconography to see if I can identify any kind of like anything kind of cold and lichy. Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly dressed for the cold, but that's because it's cold. You look at the. I mean, I think the two most interesting things on his person is the blade that he's carrying, which is obviously like it's like wrapped up currently. He's holding it, and the it's a weird big blue gem thing in like the in the what's it called in the plate. He's the half plate he's wearing, which it is half plate. It looks like some sort of cold gem that at like a glance, you know, obviously you don't want to be too rude, like nosing in on him, but it looks like a gem that might help him resist cold damage or like resist the cold in general.
Is it a frost shard?
I would say it doesn't have those same. I mean, it looks like it could be, but frost shards are usually more of a deeper blue, rather than like this almost like cyan-y turquoise color. But yeah, it looks like it might help him like resist the effects of the cold in general. Whether that be damage or just like lower temperatures, we don't really know.
Okay. But I don't see anything that screams like evil.
No.
Okay.
No. He looks like a man that's prepared for the cold. But yeah, and then the sword, pretty like fancy looking sword. You know, two-handed great sword with, you know, cloth wraps around.
A few times now.
I'm only saying it because I'm looking at the image and it's like the other thing that is like, you know, it's like the other thing in the image. But it's, you know, wrapped up in like cloth to make sure he's not, you know, freezing his hand when he's holding it. You know, cool looking blade. But yeah, nothing crazy.
But you seem very well prepared. Obviously, Galador has a history of icy temperatures.
Yeah, it's always
have
been
an associate
cold up there.
Yeah, associate who was in Galador, from Galador. One of the are they ice elves or snow elves or winter elves?
Frost
or
elves.
Fucking hell! None of the three that
I know.
Frost elf. An associate of mine, a frost elf, who was in Galador some years ago. I see, if you cast your eyes downwards, you will see that I too am prepared for the cold. And Archer shows off his Ugg boots.
he goes. He like looks down, slowly looks back up.
Impressive.
Yes.
Impressive.
So you mentioned mighty fine. You mentioned you're an adventurer.
I am.
Are you?
Did you
And
take
you
an arrow
mentioned
to the
that
knee?
you. Mm,
Wait, what did you? Sorry, what did you say, Pete? I actually just didn't hear you.
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
Oh.
you-
No, I've not taken out of the knee.
you.
Would recommend it.
No.
No. You mentioned you'll have a commensurately sized party to ourselves.
Well, there's
Do
five
you,
of
we're,
us.
we're workshopping a group name. Do you have a group name?
We do.
Oh, please, but we don't want to overlap.
It's a relatively new name, the Silent Horizon.
Silent Horizon.
Yep.
And are you sold on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Interesting. No,
Yeah, I'm
horizons
also wondering
are always
why.
silent, aren't they? They're light. It's fine. Listen, it's a motive. I like it.
It's a moment that brought us all together.
After all, it's not very convincing. Okay, interesting.
He looks to
But
you
if
and
it's a
says,
shared,
he looks to you and says, "It's a moment that brought us all together. Are you gonna fight me on that?"
no.
Fuck
If
you.
it's a shared moment, that makes perfect sense. The reason I was hesitant is when you said Silent Horizon. I was like, perhaps you were, you're like, oh, that's pretty. It's Horizon. We need something evocative to go before that. But if it's a shared moment, then of course that makes perfect sense. One of the names I thought was Hero. We discussed was Heroes of Respite, but I didn't particularly like that. But it was true.
It sounds like you're tired,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the sleepy
it's been a long
soldiers.
day. Yes. The Sleepy Six doesn't inspire fear, does it? Well, Sleepy Seven, is it seven now? No, six. Oh, 5. 1, 2, 3,
Six.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Sleepy Six.
Wizard, can you count?
Sorry, because there's
Well,
8
counts
people,
for
including the
spells.
camera, and we
He hasn't had
also
his, he
have a
hasn't had his
lot of
coffee.
people. We've had a lot of people with us. Please do explain more about the Silent Horizon shared moment.
I don't need to explain the moment to you.
Yeah, and also.
No, I
why
know,
do you
but
want
I'm
to
looking for
know,
context.
Archie?
Oh, okay.
The context was, briefly,
Mm.
after one of our first big forays into combat, there was a moment where a lot of us were injured, and it just so happened that on the horizon the sun was setting, and it was a moment that we all shared.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I apologize if I've offended you.
Not at all.
And we need to share.
Not at all, bitch.
She's this great sword.
Yeah. Everybody
That's
chill.
I was gonna say that's something Sidon would want. It's like another fight, yeah.
He does look to you, Simon, and actually Drac as well, and says, "If you're ever in need of sparring, I'm always down for it."
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna take one hand to my forehead and oh god, not again. Well,
you have a
that guy over there will probably say yes, but
Oh yeah.
do you have a
Later, then.
spellcaster in the group? Wizard, warlock, sorcerer, cleric, druid, bard.
I mean,
Some.
he gestures over to the riverside. I shouldn't say riverside. That's the name of the camp. To the river, to the woman. The embankment. And gestures to a woman that's sitting sort of over there, looking into the water, and you can see she's using her hands to telekinetically or some other way move pebbles in the water, just in a rhythmic sort of motion over there.
she's an earthbender.
She's a resident, I guess, a wizard, but it's a bit confusing. I'll let her introduce herself if you want to talk to her. Gestures over to the campfire. She's our cleric. It does give a slight look to Archeron, and I would say Slab looks obviously like a bard. Looks to the two of them and says,
To be fair, Slab is like a walking one-man band.
"That's what I mean." Looks to the two of you specifically and says, "She's not overly fond of your sort of casters. So,
How do you mean?
Racist.
Racist?
What does that mean?
no,
Arcane, you mean?
arcane. I mean,
Okay,
there
why not?
was. Well, I don't want to. It's not really my place, but there was an incident with some not so nice wizards and sorcerers and such that well, she's still scarred from it.
Sorry, is this your cleric or your
This is our cleric.
other wizard?
I
Okay,
suspect
well,
the Hat Mafia was behind this.
Yeah, I don't have a great track record with clerics at the moment, so I just may afford her a wide berth.
And then gestures over to wizard up at the top. Gestures to the cleric by the campfire. Gestures to the guy over there. I was trying to figure out how best to describe it, but I can't simply. You can see he's got fox-like ears and 3 tails. He looks to be a kitsune. And you can't really tell. Maybe you can. Kyrian says other than me, he's a resident. Walk forward and hit things. He affinity for fire, likes to get up close and personal and punch things. And then
Hey,
what?
wait, that's my job. The walk up and punch thing job.
But you have your spear now.
I don't
Yeah.
listen, I don't think you could copyright walking up and punching things.
No, I'm not copyrighting it, but I'm
maybe you
copyrighting
could
the
fight
fact
him
that
for
it's fire. Fire punch is my thing.
Well, you can talk to him about it.
It's a
And
group.
then he looks around and says, "There's another one of us. I don't know where she is."
The sneaky one.
She'll be around. Just
Did-
be
did,
careful she doesn't jump on you too much.
What?
Okay.
What?
What
Don't,
does that
don't
mean?
worry about it.
So, what brings you to here?
Oh, well, we were gestures over to the cleric. We're planning on going up to Thyrios. She's a cleric of Torment. Big god there, I think. So she wants to try and learn something. I don't really know much about it all.
So what's got God of Tarmit? Which one's that?
Torment. Tarment is the god.
So
They are the god of like honorable combat and warfare.
Oh, right. Wonderful. Okay. Well, we're heading the same way, so maybe we could be buddies on the journey.
Perhaps.
Can I insight that, perhaps? How well did that idea go down?
You go for it.
14.
14?
Are we talking
He's-
fart in church? Could be called sick? What are we after?
No, he's like... He has to think about it because it's a lot of people. And they've clearly not like just gone back from like doing something, but like they clearly are like not in, full
Yeah, not
fighting shape.
fit,
So yeah.
I'm sure it'll come up when we speak to your wonderful Silent Horizon crew members. However, have you had any instances over the last, two questions rather. One, have you encountered any strange demonic or devilish things recently? Because we have a lot. And the second part was, have you encountered or are you aware of Ishnar and the Knights of Berylor?
Ishnir.
Ishnar. Sorry, it's colloquialism.
For the
So
first...
apparently she has, or he has.
He has.
heard about-
No, this is that was me responding to the thing. So for
Butchering
the
of the name that you said not
Yeah.
5 minutes ago.
for the fiendish thing, he says, we haven't encountered it. Well, I've not encountered any. I think looks over to the Kitsune. I think he's had some dealings with them in the past. I don't get
I
involved.
meant specifically very recently.
Not recently.
Okay.
If you're looking
but-
to demons, the one that I don't know where she is. She might have some information. She likes to talk about that sort of stuff.
Well, it's not information. It's just more whether or not you've encountered any, because it seems to be going on. Because if not, wonderful, good for you, obviously. But just yesterday, we encountered some on the road, some demon rot herald, whatever you want to call them, attacking.
It gives like a
Yes, exactly. We bumped into them just randomly on the road. We've had instances. From Crown Top to Pyra to Malachite to from Wattel. Yes, we've
just paragons
of miles in the clock.
And then what was it, the Knights of...
I don't think Archon really is selling traveling with us right now.
No, I don't think that we've done bad things. It just seems to happen a lot around us.
Yeah, it keeps happening.
I would call it interesting.
I see. Good for content. You see, second question. Kieran looks to you very intensely and says, "Everyone in the north has heard of Ishna." Yeah, we know that name.
Well, the reason I ask is we came a cropper against the Knights of Periphalon only a week or so ago, if that.
I think it was a week and a half-ish. Because it was before Whittle. Yeah, I'm trying to... He goes, I mean, everyone in the north has heard the whispers of Ishna. He was an old fart from the past who
North remembers.
got too big for his britches and got himself killed. Some of his... Well, I don't want to say his essence, but in Galador there's a portion of it that's always overrun with undead, which people believe to be his mark that was left, even however many years after.
Oh, interesting. But you yourself not. So, what kind of things have you come up against then?
I mean, various things. You know, I have fought undead once or twice. This is the DM trying to come up with random monsters on the spot. You know, a plethora of insert low to mid level creatures here. Probably such as yourself, gnolls. The occasion, I don't think I've actually fought a werewolf. Few were rats. Yeah, I mean, the spread is diverse, shall we say?
Interesting. Well, I feel we've monopolised your time. Qatar.
That's all for now.
I'm gonna head over. Looks to Elsie. I'm gonna head over to the fire. Thanks. It takes a little bit of the food for the group, for his group, and sort of goes and walks over to the campfire.
Well, he seemed
Interesting.
I think he's the face of the party, or what?
I would say he seemed like a normal, nice guy, but sure.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with him. I just, you know.
I think we are the weird ones, like asking him about his life story when we just met, but okay.
That was me, and I'm just showing an
Yeah,
interest.
it was you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll stop if you want. I was just curious.
Yeah, I just think it's a little bit weird to, like, go, please tell me all about yourself. We haven't met in single time, but yeah, you do.
Maeve, this is sorry. Keep going.
No.
I was just gonna say, Maeve, this is a weird question. Where obviously I can see Senko on the map. Where is he in that tree?
In the tree.
He's in the tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So as they're all, talking to Kyrian, and you're probably, getting some food or just listening. You obviously Senko's your familiar, so there is like a bit of telepathic link there. You sense that Senko hears like a twitch in the tree next to him.
Oh.
As he looks around, this is funny that you put him in the tree.
I just saw a tree and I was like, I imagine him lying in the tree.
In the tree is a
Oh my god.
hunched, feminine form that is just looking like with these like bright green eyes, looking at the cat.
I imagine the cat would do like the head tilt
Mhm.
just to see if she's friendly, I guess.
She looks at the cat. There's like it's very wide eyes, and she gives like a slightly too wide smile.
Does
Not-
she start going like pss, pss, pss?
No, she just like stares down and looks at this cat. And if like Senko does the thing, where cats like squint their eyes,
Yeah.
she does the exact same thing.
It's a mimic.
I'll send the image of this woman. This is just
Like,
so
you
funny.
just see Senko like tilts his head, and she
Yeah,
does the
yes,
same.
100%. You can see she's like sitting there. I mean, do you go into Senko's vision, or do you just like?
No, I'm just letting him kind of do his thing, but Maeve would probably be like within
Yeah,
earshot,
like yeah.
like here kind of thing.
Mhm. You
So she'd
can
probably see Sen looking at this woman and be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
and there's like she like looks at Sen, then turns to look at you.
Maeve's just gonna like slowly wave.
I'm just trying to
Mile
remember what her-
away.
trying to
What are
remember
you
what her
waving
voice
at?
was. She says to
There's a
you,
girl in the garden.
Maeve.
Wait, what?
just to you, Maeve. Is this cat yours?
Yes.
He's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
This dude seemed creepy.
I would say you can pet him, but that's entirely his decision.
I'm okay.
Okay.
So, are you on tea, by the way?
Looks like you can't really tell. Maybe, perhaps. You can see that she's got like a lizard or like a crocodile, lizard, like snake-like tail that like is like behind her.
And
And
then
you
Maeve would move over slightly.
and she sort of jumps down from the tree, landing. Do I have her make a check to see if she, like, because it'd be funny if she failed?
Yes.
Does she not push in acrobatics?
She's like, oh fuck!
She does.
She goes over on her ankle.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So yeah, as she like looks down, she goes to jump, and the cat like meows, which scares her. So she like jumps slightly. I'll have her make a deck save. Which she does
Maeve's
have
just gonna like tilt her head and look at Sen as if to say, "You
she
little
has,
shit."
she has advantage on the deck save. So she like falls slightly out the tree. She hits her tailbone. But manage like on one of the branches. And then she with that 15 deck save like rolls slightly and says, "Oh, that hurt."
Are you
hello.
okay?
You okay?
Hello.
Yes, I'm fine. Who are you?
I'm Maeve.
Maeve. And she like steps up slightly too close.
Yeah.
And
What
says,
did that sound? It sounded like a person falling out of a tree.
It
Don't
was
worry,
a person falling out of a
It's
tree.
nothing. Don't worry about it. I am Leah. Kalia, but they all call me Leah.
Leah.
Lia.
Pleasure
Oh right,
to
the
meet you,
person
Leah.
who
Is
didn't
Kalia
where she was.
K-E-L-I-A?
Kaliah.
Or just Leah? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see. I saw you were talking to Kyrian.
Yes, we are. We're traveling to Thyrios. Not Thyrios.
Yeah.
Yes, Thyrios. God, my brain.
You seem a little
and-
bit uncertain.
Yes, I'm nervous to go there. Family issues. I won't bore you with it. And I think we're stopping here for the night.
We can tell ghost stories around the campfire.
I'm sure there's more interesting stories to tell. But maybe.
Maeve,
Hmm?
don't take this the wrong way, but I think she's almost as creepy as you are.
Creepy?
What the fuck, Silent?
She looks to side. She looks to
Not
side.
creepy, but like
Oh,
You
Simon
know,
brought his
the-
shovel with
the-
him today.
She looks to side and says,
I mean, like your sometimes powers that take it out of you type of creepy. You
She
know,
looks, she
I'm
looks to
going
Sidon
to
and says,
elbow Sidon in the ribs.
Do
and
you
I'm
say
going
that to
side
her?
hug Maeve and say, "No, you're creepy."
no, I don't.
I was gonna say that would hit a nerve.
she looks to Sidon and says, "Thank you, I like it."
uh,
Are you an associate of Kyrian?
Yes.
Yes. Are you the one who likes to talk about demons?
Oh, he told you about that, did he?
Oh,
Yes.
he mentioned it.
I do.
He told us that, but he didn't tell us your name.
Well, it's because I think the DM didn't want him to say a bunch of names that you would forget.
I mean, it doesn't matter how the DM presents me with the names. I'm
Yeah,
going to
if I
forget
say
them.
my
Let's
own
be
name,
honest.
because then I'm attached to it.
Who is this DM you talk about? Never heard of.
The god of all gods.
Don't worry about it. The demon. It's the. Well, I do like talking about demons. What do you want to know?
Oh, have you
what's
heard
with
of
the incursions?
yes, have you heard? Well, no. Wait. Have you heard of the Wretched Howler?
I have heard of the Wretched Howler.
He's a
Our
prick.
friend met him.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's fun.
He's a prick.
Oh, that's sad.
Hold on, can you guess which one met him?
Well, the one that said it. The one that said the one that said he's a prick, presumably.
Oh, I like her.
You are sharp. Yes, yeah. So, yes. So, Sidon here. Here is it's got a bit of a track record with meeting demons.
Thank God.
And gods. Yes. That's and devils. let's be
Some
fair.
people call me a demon. I don't know if that's right.
Are you a tiefling or?
No.
Well,
Well,
sorry, it's a rude question. I'm sorry if it's rude.
I don't have the horns to be a tiefling.
Are the horns a prerequisite?
I think so.
I
don't
assume
know.
they are.
Well, my mother
Not all
was not all tieflings. My mother was a Marilith. If you don't know what they are, they're the multi-armed snake demons.
Oh yes, I've
Oh.
heard of those.
Okay.
And your father, was he Sidon by any chance?
No. What?
Why would Sidon be her father? What the fuck?
You
I'm
know.
way too young to be her dad.
I don't know who my father was. I don't really care.
It's not
So
me.
it could be Sidon.
Well, so
you?
are you? Sorry. The reason I'm asking, and this is very personal. Actually, I regret it immediately, but I was guessing people's heritage is very, very insensitive, and it's a poor way
I
to
think you've been
introduce
spending
myself.
too much time with Sidon.
I really have. Yes, it's awful.
Do you want
where's
the
that
ring?
that hurt?
Yes,
I'll
oh my
tell you
God.
what, should we when we get to Thyrios, should we just have a day where we go shopping and get away from Mystery Meat Man?
I just
Mystery meat, man.
You called me weird and creepy.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I've been trying to embrace fun,
But I like
and I
your
think
weird and
I've landed
creepiness.
too far on the wrong side of the track. So apologies. It's very rude of me to try and guess your heritage. Your mother was a Marilith, which is, of course, fascinating. And you yourself,
Sorry, that
Do you
just
see her
reminded
often?
me of the Monty Python thing. Oh, God.
Which one?
Your mother was it? What was it?
Oh, your mother was a
your father's
Hansi.
was a Wolverine.
Yeah.
So your maternal heritage is a Marilith, and yourself, are you based on this plane exclusively, or do you travel?
Well, I haven't traveled in some time. I came here through a portal, and well, now I'm here.
Excellent. And you travel with this band of adventurers righting wrongs?
I do.
Say-
They're fun. A lot of interesting things happen.
I bet, yes, I bet. Well, wonderful. And do you have any particular skills? So obviously you have skills, but if you were to describe yourself as perhaps a
What
ranger,
should I do?
fighter, rogue?
I'm pretty sharp with this, and she's been like holding it like to the side the whole time, I guess. And it's like this dark, like not onyx, but almost like black wooden heavy crossbow. With these, she's got like I guess it wouldn't be a quiver, would it? It'd be like a case of crossbow bolts, but it's fine. with like these different sort of colors, and you can see on the actual crossbow there's like a notch to change the
Okay.
type of bolt. Kind of, yeah. Well, I'm quite good with this, and well, my heritage comes in handy sometimes when it if I need to help people.
Sometimes I'm afraid to find it is necessary. Well, Leah, if that's your preferred name, it's great to meet you. Are you aware, if your mother is Amarith, are you aware of the incursions that are going on at the moment all over the place?
I'm as aware of them as anyone else is.
But you say that, but your Kyrian wasn't aware of them at all. Apparently.
Kyrian's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well,
Is the world going to roll him?
Yes. But
I'm aware
okay.
that
So
demons
what
have
I'm
been-
asking is, do you
I'm
know
aware
any?
that demons have been crossing over.
Yes. Okay. Are you? Okay. This is James asking. Is Amarylith a demon?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Sorry, I wasn't sure.
This
I'm
is
not sure
Peter asking: Is she the same race as Vesh?
She would have been, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought
but
you
I-
were gonna
but
say,
she-
is she hot?
She is the same race as Vesh, but I have all of these characters on stat blocks.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Who's that?
Interesting.
Right.
He was from that. He's from those one shots.
Don't think James is... Oh, yeah,
He's played once with him.
the guy
was
with
the
the...
moody guy who's
with the red
probably,
eyes.
probably just as creepy as this woman, but in a different way.
He has the, when you played the...
Oh,
when
is
you-
this from the Madness one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm just wondering if so. Is there anything? Here are my.
Also, by the way,
clip
she's
notes.
not blinked this whole time.
Okay, that's fine.
Carry on.
Love it.
I'm going to blink
Does she have
extra so
eyelids?
your eyes don't get dry. He blinks at her very hard. Could I
mean, they can
compare
do.
notes?
I don't carry
hey.
notes.
Babe, you do you. So, okay. Well, no, when I say compare, I mean, please cast your presumably now sticky eye over these notes, and if you any similarities or anything you have to add, that would be great.
I certainly can. Well, what sort of things are you asking? Because I can't just word vomit for like 10 minutes.
So
but-
I show her what we've seen. So it was the weird snake thing in the Fae. These are the highlights. The weird snake thing in the Fae. There was
Maybe that was my
excuse
dad.
me, I'm
That doesn't
yawning.
make sense.
Belith. Fucking hell,
Belith was a
it
devil.
Belith was the devil, so I won't talk about her. The wretched howler in the moorlands, and the black Abishai, the ones that spring to mind.
Black Abishai are also devils.
Devils.
I mean the rot things.
there was another one. I'm missing one. Sorry.
I mean there was the rot things. There was the wretched howler. There
Wretched Howler.
was a number of demons when you were in the fair.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
One?
And there might have been one or two other ones, like random encounters.
Wasn't
but-
Layla's patron?
Oh yeah. Gorath.
Gorath, that was one.
She says, Leah says, well, I recognize all of these names. I mean, I've not met any of them, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. Nothing to worry about. It's just, as I said, these are all creatures we've come across on our jollies.
You have a
more
very
recently.
diverse portfolio.
Yes, I heard you guys have been fighting gnolls.
I mean, that was a while ago, and that makes it sound,
You also fought
insensitive. Good for you.
Yeah, well, when you fought against the thing, you mentioned you'd come across a big thing, and you had a moment as you looked across the horizon, and you were like, this is a moment that will bring us together and define us. What was the big thing you'd fought against, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
This
thought
is
that would be an easy win. Okay, moving
it's
swiftly
something-
on.
You fought against God.
It
Yeah,
was.
we sort of did that as well. for one of them.
She thinks and says, "Well, it was in the woodlands.
Was it a tree? I heard of an inventory party that once fought a flower.
That sounds stupid.
That sounds like a very weak adventuring party.
Did they die? That
No, I don't
if
think
you're
so.
if
Not
you're
yet.
fighting against the flower, then that's a bit. Jeez. I mean, surely you can do better than that, no?
Apparently not.
As,
Anyway,
as I'm talking, I'm currently looking. It was a number of plants that they weren't flowers. They were, I believe. Looks over. I believe it was
fourth wall.
yeah. Something like a body taker plant. And
They're horrible. Yes.
and other like awakened trees. So they kind of were trees.
We fought plants as
Okay.
well in the Feywild.
Ooh, the Feywild, a lot of chaos there. Anything else in the Feywild you found? I'm
those-
interested in the Feywild.
Okay.
We're very close to the the spellbound woods here, aren't we?
Yes, that is where we fought these plants.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we fought the plants in the Feywild. I almost died.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Me.
Wait, you
I
fought
mean, the
bats in the
jury's out for
Feywild?
us, so.
Yeah, it was just meant to be a regular everyday mission. It was meant to be an easy side quest, and I almost died.
Oh yes, you weren't here for that, Cass. Yes, Simon got bodied
Yeah.
by a tree.
Yeah. Wasn't my finest moment.
Is there anything else you need?
Agreed.
I'm getting hungry.
No. Try
Do you think that was
the
worse or
grey
better
stuff.
than the
It's
mystery meat?
delicious.
Sorry, you spoke at the same time. I don't know who to ask. James, what did you say?
I said try the grey stuff. It's delicious.
I don't think I will.
Don't
And she,
believe
like-
me, ask the dishes.
I don't believe you, and I don't think the dishes will talk.
Not
Anyway.
without attitude.
Goodbye. And she like turns around
Bye.
and like walks off.
Well, she was.
She's the
He was a stranger.
she's the most autistic NPC you've ever had. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Are we sure it was an NPC and not just Tyrano himself? Like a self-insert in the game?
I don't think I sound like that.
Mm.
She's almost as weird as I am.
Well, Asha has OCD.
Yes, that's true.
That is very true. It was
I'm
the
sorry, Maeve.
I'm going now.
It's
I'm
time to go.
gonna
Yeah.
be honest, Maeve. I'm sorry if I offended you by saying that you're creepy. I didn't mean it that way. I like your creepiness. I think it's great.
Simon, stop. Stop.
Yeah, you're not making it better.
But I didn't.
He's
Just stop.
even bigger.
What about me is creepy?
No, he didn't mean it, Maeve. He had an aneurysm. We're going there. We're going to push you in the river.
I want to know what is
Well,
it
you
about
know-
me that's creepy?
It's not that you're creepy. Not to us anyway. You're not creepy in that way.
Mhm.
But like sometimes when you are
So
talking to people, you do this like thing where
As you're talking, Mel
Oh,
will
you're
over.
talking about
Stupid-
charisma.
As you're
you're
going,
super charming but also intimidating at the exact same time.
As you're talking, Simon, Mel hands you a shovel and walks off.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, it's called being a powerful woman, so I don't appreciate that can be scary for you, but
It wasn't scary.
If you're talking about my
you're. How to best.
Getting
you're-
me.
ability to change the way that I look, yes, it's sort of creepy. There's lots of whispers and hands and breaking of bones and things like that. And I'm aware that I come out with elk horns, antlers,
Atlas.
rather, and I look different.
Amazing.
Thank you. It's taken me a very long time to even become somewhat comfortable with doing it. But it takes a lot out of me.
Yes. But
However,
Yeah, that's
I
why you
will
always
say,
have
like,
the fruit slices with
90%
you.
of the time, I don't think I'm creepy.
well, no. But then there are times where looks around, make sure no one's listening, because I don't know if Maeve is comfortable with other people knowing. If she might be more comfortable now, but just in case. But there is also the talking to ghost stuff. There's also like
Mel
like
says, Sidon, stop.
I think it's amazing. It's
Do I have
she's
do I have
amazing.
hold person?
Does anyone
Power
have
word,
silence?
shut the
No,
fuck up?
it's fine.
It might
it's
be for
actually-
you, Maeve, but this is hurting me.
No, it's quite refreshing to have somebody think that the creepiness is cool rather than awful
I
and
thought
terrifying.
it was cool from day one. In fact, we've been talking about day one about the show and that. I wanted to talk to you about it then, but you didn't seem willing to
I
talk
didn't
about
know
it.
any of you then.
No,
Yes,
no,
she didn't
no,
know anyone.
yeah.
And also, I wasn't the greatest, still not, but you know.
You've definitely improved.
I have not improved, you have just got used to me.
I don't know. I think it's a bit of both.
Don't phrase it like that.
Don't phrase it like that.
I don't know if it's because I'm terrified to go home, but I'm not wanting to punch you in the face right now, so that's a bonus for you.
Maybe
I guess.
maybe that feeling will come back later.
Maybe. Depends how he acts around my
Don't worry,
mother,
Maeve.
doesn't it?
Silent taught me how to punch properly, and maybe I can use him as an example.
Well, I can punch him in the back of the head, and you can punch him in the face.
I mean, go for it, girls.
Is there anyone else you guys want to talk to, Karen?
I'm gonna turn to Cass and be like, I think he just likes pain.
Joke's on you, I made that shit.
Must be why he doesn't wear armor.
I would like to talk to the rock throwing wizard, please.
Go for it.
One rock throwing wizard, please, BM.
There you go.
Got a bow on that, yeah.
Yeah, so you...
I was move my character or did not matter.
Yeah, please do. Yep. What do I have written down? I just turned the music down. Jesus. Just got really loud all of a sudden. As you... as you walk up, you sort of see... Let me just send the image before I... Because at the same time I describe it. So, yeah, you see...
That's cool.
A feminine form. She's like leaning over, like sort of like crouched down, and she's using like some sort of like telepathy to, or not telepathy, sorry, telekinesis to like move the rocks in the water.
Still think it's Earth.
Can I make a guess at her name?
Go for it.
Is it Galilee?
I forgot you could see the names in that.
Hey man, there was genuinely a 90% chance James missaid that.
Yeah. Oh, it is Galilei, but
Galilee.
yeah. I completely forgot I put the names.
You were
in
like,
the
how
image.
the fuck has he done that?
No, because I was looking. I just completely forgot I put the names in some of the images. I only did it for two of them because it's only two I did more recently.
That's a really cool image. I like that. That's
Thank you.
awesome.
It's one of my favorite images I've done in a while, actually.
Yeah, I bet. It's just dope.
But she, as you walk over, she just absent-mindedly says, "I know what it's like to be blind, Archeron."
Oh god,
Look
she's
at
a
who can play this
divination
game.
wizard! She's a divination wizard!
She like shakes her head. Sorry about that. Hi.
Sorry,
Sure.
in the river playing with rocks. Sorry, with rocks. She knows my name. Sorry. Well, good afternoon. You have me at a disadvantage. Yes, I'm Archeron, and up until very recently, I was temporarily blind. Are you yourself afflicted
No.
with no sight, or?
No, I can see, but I've been blind before.
It's really bad, isn't it? I didn't enjoy it at all.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm Galilei.
Galilei. Oh, nice to meet you. Bear with me. I'm just gonna. It's gonna gingerly try to find rocks to walk on so you can go up to shake a hand. Hello, nice to meet you. We're doing the rounds of everybody in the Silent Horizon.
I see.
Yes.
You're a wizard.
Introducing it.
Harry.
Kind of, yes. I like to think I am. I try.
Nice. Juliet
yourself,
won't like you.
Sorry, Juliet.
Juliet won't
Was
like
this
you.
the cleric?
Yeah.
Yes.
She
I was
doesn't
told
like me very much.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's her loss. Maybe I won't speak to her then, because I say it's don't want to force myself on people. I wanted to come over and say hello. I was informed you were an arcane caster, a wizard. Is that right?
I am.
Excellent, excellent. And do you did you go to Malachite as well?
No.
Oh, so where did you learn your craft?
That's a difficult question. I learned it throughout my life. Not
Just
in
kind of on the road.
She reminds me of Luna Lovegood.
As soon as I came up with the accent, I was like, "This is Luna Lovegood."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the picture's a little bit
uh,
creepy, so I thought it was like more creepy vibes than Luna.
Oh, like yeah, there's definitely Luna Lovegood plus 20% creepy.
It also like gives me the vibe, especially when Archer walked up and she just said, "I know what it's like to be blind," and then shook it off. It also gives me the teacher vibe, the one from
Trelawney.
what's her name? Yeah.
She says, "Hey, you learned much of my power on the road, and I've gotten help from a few friends along the way."
Okay, well, that's great. I mean, I myself, not self-taught, I learned at Malachite, but my education there was very thorough. So what kind of schools of magic do you specialise in? School singular, rather, I suppose.
Well, it's not particularly a school of magic. The manipulation of objects and runes that help defend or attack. And you see she like pulls something from like a pouch she has, and it's that in the image it's that like prism purple rock. And you see she like lifts it up telekinetically, and do you have anything you don't mind getting destroyed?
Freud,
Like a
there's only one thing I can think of. Poseidon? No.
like a cloth or something.
Yes, I'm sure I have something somewhere. Bear with me a moment. I've been holding on to this for a long time. It's a ink vial, and because of my particular focus of power, it's absolutely fucking useless to me. I have zero use for it. So please, go nuts.
And you see she uses one hand to take the ink vial and like telekinetically like holds it in the air, and she uses the other one with the prism. She like moves her like fingers in a pattern, and you watch as the prism starts to like spin and change color. She says, "Well, what is your preference? Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder?"
Ooh, well, I've always been a fan of fire.
And you watch, as you said, the prism like spins quickly and then stops, and the instant it stops, it starts to glow and burn with this like bright purple fire. And then she launches it at the ink vial. As it knocks into it, it begins to burn up in the air and then like falls onto the ground. I can do things like that.
Fascinating. Can I arcana that? I see, like, understand what she's done.
Yeah,
Or try to understand what she's done. Okay.
20?
20.
Wow, the other one was 30. You can tell she's like, from like a, just a, I guess like in-game sense, she seems to have like transmuted this prism into like a different element using like some evocation transmutation magic, and then used like some sort of telekinesis to launch it towards it before bringing it back.
Okay. Would that be replicable? Like, if I'm going to say to her, excuse me, hope you don't mind. Fascinating that you've done. I've never tried that myself. I hope you don't mind. And I'm going to use my telekinesis on the orb thing, see if I can like co-opt control of it.
Can you get me a con save?
Mm-hmm. Probably not, but I can try. 22, not 20.
It's not too much damage.
Is
Half
he
of
gonna go
7.
blind again?
So you take 3 points of psychic damage as you attempt to take hold of this prism, and you hear in your mind like whispers that are incoherent messes and like jumbles of words. You feel your nose start to bleed slightly. She says, "Oh, maybe don't do that."
Oh, sorry. Yes. I'm quite eager. Apologies. Oh, dear me. So this is this item itself is attuned. Oh, excuse me. It's
We
not stopping.
mustn't touch what isn't ours.
So this item is tuned to yourself. Wonderful, wonderful.
It is. It's
that
sort
must
of
be
part of
handy.
myself as well.
I'm very
I can't
sorry.
tell if
Sorry.
this person is a divination wizard or a transmutation wizard, and I'm confused.
She doesn't have a subclass. It's still stat block, so I'm. Yeah.
Just let her do whatever she wants. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the
okay.
stat block, but it's not like. Yeah, and she says, "Well, I also do runes and such," and you see she like on like in the air, you see she like traces runes, and I don't do it very often. And you see she like around you as she like spins her hand, you see these abjuration runes form around you, and if someone were to hit you in for a moment, they might it might be more difficult for them. I can She looks at a fish in the water, and she does another rune, and you watch it stop in place. I can bind things momentarily. I can put runes on people to hurt people if they hit them, or I can help people be a bit more brave. Then I can do more spells if I need to.
Hmm. As I'm watching these runes being cast, would I know whether or not I could counterspell them? I'm not going to. I just want to know if I could.
I would say from the Arcana check before, probably not, because these are not like spells in that same way. These appear to be more like magical effects that she is like magical effects from herself that she is forming into reality, if that makes sense.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so well, this is fascinating. And these runes you've taught these yourself, or was that something like the cube that's this prism rather that's?
Well, I've had some help.
You?
I've had some help. I've asked a few people. One of the reasons was that's why I was blind for a while. I tried and failed, and it had some backlash, but I don't mind.
You were trying to do the runes. And
I was trying to
something...
learn the runic magic, and well, it. Sometimes teachers will say something to make you do better. Sometimes it's a bit more on the nose.
It was a form of punishment, or can't say
In a way.
Oh dear. And how long were you blind for? If you don't mind me asking.
Not too long, a day or two.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Once I picked it up, I wasn't blind anymore.
And this teacher of yours, who are they taking on students at the moment? It's fascinating magic. I'd love to be able to do it myself.
Well, they don't really take on students unless you ask, and it's not easy to ask.
I mean, I could always ask. It's the ability to whatever you did to that poor little fish.
I mean, he's fine now. He's swimming over there.
I was assuming what it was. They just kind of like almost like a time, like a very localized time stop, or like a.
It was like almost like a restraint on them.
Yeah. That kind of thing would be quite interesting and to be able to replicate. So are they local, or what did you learn?
Well, they're always around. Kind of.
Is it in the Feywild, or?
No, you have to know to contact. It's something. She looks up to the sky. Something that's a bit further away than like that. Some from the Hold on, I'm trying to remember the name. Give me a second. Somewhere in the realm of stars.
Like a celestial, like almost like an otherworldly teacher.
Something like that.
Well, that is very interesting. I'd love to know more. If you want to share more with me, I'm happy to share with some of the things I've learned. Do you know I can turn into a T-Rex?
Yay.
I mean, it's you say that it's pretty good.
No,
I can do it.
I'm sure it is. I just a bit too clunky.
Well, I mean, I also turned into a large dinosaur bird thing. I saved 2 of my friends from hell. That was pretty good.
Can you have done the telekinesis that you showed me?
No, I couldn't see them. They'd already fallen into hell.
Ah,
Mm.
that's unfortunate.
Yes, it was. And also, my telekinesis at the moment isn't quite there. I feel I'm just on the cusp of being able to do bigger things with it. Moving larger.
I'm sure you'll get there.
Yes, but at the moment it's he kind of like picks a rock up out of the floor like something he could lift himself. Like I think it's the same as Mage Hand. I
think it is. It's like an invisible Mage Hand.
Yeah. It's an invisible Mage Hand, and he brings it over, spins it around and stuff. But I feel that this just on the cusp of being able to basically be a superhero with it. It's just so close. So close.
I'm sure you get there. You seem to have good friends.
Yeah, very good friends. I mean, I don't know how you knew my name, by the way. I probably should have started with that.
Oh, sorry. It's
okay.
It's
I knew your name too, but that's because I cheated. So.
She says, sometimes I hear whispers about a person's thoughts or desires or emotions or a little bit about them, and sometimes I can't control it, and I just say it.
Could you desire like their hidden thoughts kind of thing there?
Well, kind of something that
Nargles.
keeps away the Nargles. Something that's on maybe the top, something they're thinking about or personal to them. I tried to not do it.
No, that's fine. It's interesting. It's what was I thinking about?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. And was that again something that was taught to you by your celestial patron? Let's call them that for the sake of argument.
I don't. It was a side effect of that. It wasn't. It's not something I can control at all.
Well,
I think being in proximity.
I'm very interested to find out who that is. Maybe you could whisper it to me.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, do you speak to them regularly?
Not really, not anymore. I mean, I've gone through many people who've helped me, but they were the most cunning
influential
about it. Yeah, influential.
Cunning.
That's a better word. No, your word is better than mine.
Well, if you do speak to them again, please, by all means, pass on. I don't have a card. I suppose I could have a card. But if a way to contact me, please do pass on that. I'd be fascinated to understand more of this runic magic of yours. But here's I have a spell book. If you so wish to have a look at some of the cool spells I made, because I tried to do that. I'm very aware. I've been talking to you for 15 minutes straight, and everyone else has to listen to me witter on. Rhubarb, as Archeron takes her through the spells and perhaps
magic. While Archeron is talking to Galway, is there anyone else the rest of you are talking to? Because there's obviously 2 people who you haven't yet.
Which one is the cleric?
The cleric is this gal.
Okay. Right, the martial characters might have.
I was about to say I also got to the cleric.
I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, so you see. Let me.
Imagine cats just drag me along because get me away from Maeve for a second.
Get away from the hole that he's digging. Yeah, so you.
I like to imagine that Maeve put her hand on the handle of like one of her weapons, and the cat's like, "Yeah, we gotta go. Hey, there's a
With the Eldritch Blast gun in her
Yeah.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah, she unholsters the Eldritch Blast.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see, sort of sitting and just eating like a little bit of the fruit that Kieran brought over, is a woman with like all like grey blue sort of attire. She like to the side is a shield that is like leant up against the rock, and you see she is currently obviously like eating food, but is like I don't know the best way to describe it, like running like her hand along this a whip that she is like just like absent-mindedly say that again.
Caressing?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to avoid.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing
Correct
kinky
me
about
in a
caressing
weird
your
way.
weapon. There's nothing kinky about caressing your weapon.
Yeah, Siren does it all the
Says
time.
Sidon.
When you do it
Yeah,
in the
she-
playground, that people complain.
Well, usually his weapons is just his fists.
That's true. But yeah, she's like
He is
absent-mindedly
a
just like
fucking weapon.
she's absent-mindedly like eating, and as you what the fuck did I have planned for her voice? Hold on a moment. How is it? She says, "What do you want?"
We're just making the
Well,
rounds. And I needed to get away from one of my friends because I kept digging a hole and it was getting bigger and bigger.
You okay?
no, you didn't dig a hole, Siren. You dug a canyon.
Anyway, it's nice to meet you. My name is Sidon.
Ivan. I'm Juliet.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Castel.
Castar. And she's like noting it down, like in her mind. Is there something I can? Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, we spoke to man's name I forgot.
Kirian.
Kieran. Yeah, I should remember that one. That one should be an easy one to remember. Very similar to a character I actually like.
Wow.
No. From a video game franchise.
Okay.
Which is full of characters I don't like.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Yeah, we spoke to Kirian, and he just told us about you guys, so we would just thought we'd say hello. We'd be staying in camp tonight, and I think we're heading in the same direction.
Heading to Thyrios.
Yeah. So,
I see. Well, like looks around. I'm not really much for talking, but if you need something, I'm handy with some healing. I guess she like says it and not winces, but like shrugs at it. I don't know what to say.
Do I notice any like religious like symbols or something that could like hint at what god they follow?
I think it was mentioned, so I'll just tell you. The god she follows is Torment, who is the god of like honorable warfare and combat.
oh right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Torment,
Yes.
how did you get into his service and get your powers?
Well,
If you don't mind me asking, I mean, if it's a bit too personal, and like we've only just met, I can back off. I just
no, I think it's all right. She gestures to like her face, which it's obviously the image is really small. I will quickly just make the image bigger so you can see. Hopefully, you can see on the face there are a few scars. And she says, "Well, it's not the nicest story, but I was forcibly taken from where I once lived and forced to be a test subject for a bunch of wizards and sorcerers, which wasn't very nice. So Well, it was difficult to find a someone that aligned with what I wanted. So I thought Torment was the best, and I want to. She like shrugs. I want to get them all.
Understandable.
I'll do it honorably to make sure they know it was me.
Nice, good, yeah. Can't fault you. That's what I would do. But yeah, that should, that should just never have happened.
Yes, I'm aware.
Where were you taken from? Like, where is your place of birth?
She takes a breath and says, I'm not going to tell you that.
Perfectly acceptable. Yeah, Kyrian did tell us some... He didn't go into details, he just said that you weren't best fond of arcane casters.
I'm not. He is correct. I mean, I'm not going to like hit them if I see them, but I don't want them getting too close. The hand twitches, you know.
Well, there is one you might be able. No, just kidding.
Wow.
Cass, look, we can't just do that, you know?
Why not?
I know it's hard, but I know
To
sometimes,
make it
but
clear,
like, at the end of the day...
I'm not going to kill wizards for no reason. It's just if they are too forward or get too close, I'm not going to hesitate.
I will say that what happened to you was horrible and should never have happened, but and I know how you feel about Arcane, but you have to understand, not everyone is like those people.
I know, that's why I'm not going around killing them all. I could. But I don't think that will get me anywhere.
Well,
looks over to you.
I mean, recent times, I've had my own fair share of darkness. Nothing like what you've experienced, but I ended up falling to chaos for a little while. Almost, well, I mean, I say almost, I did form a pact with a demon for a little bit, and then broke that pact. And then got forgiveness from a god as well. And
Yeah.
I will sort of like pull out the spears, not like as a weapon, but just to show it. It was Solista, which is the god Cass follows as well. But
You two must be really happy.
What do you mean? What? Huh? Silence, blushing when she said you two must be very happy.
What do you think I mean?
Well, I don't know if you're getting the
Cass is just hiding her head in her hands, like, oh god.
I don't know. I feel if I keep talking, I'm going to dig a second hole.
Canyon.
You better get used to jumping over them then.
I'm pretty good at jumping.
With flex, but okay.
Yeah. I actually jumped a big long pit then pressed a button without telling anyone. They got mad at me for that, but it was hilarious.
You sound way too chuffed about
Is that why you did it?
No, it wasn't. I just genuinely thought I was right, and
And were you?
no, of course I wasn't. I'm a moron.
It was a
Yeah,
calculated move, but Siren often forgets that he's horrible at math.
I think you and
pretty much.
Carrion will get on then.
He actually said that we could spar later.
He says that to everyone.
So do I.
You will definitely get on then.
But yeah. I'm just gonna walk this way, and yeah.
As Siren walks off, she just looks to cast last thing Juliet says, and I thought that was awkward.
Yeah.
Leia's like, I thought I was
like,
person this.
yeah. Siren just sort of backs off, blushing, and then just face palms like, I'm an idiot. What ever talk to anyone ever?
The last thing Juliet says to you, Cass, is, "It has been good meeting you, Cleric of Celesta. I hope you don't have to fight us at some point. That would be bad."
I really do. I hope that we don't fight.
I would probably win.
So you say?
Good day.
Is Sun still within earshot for that, or does she say it really, really quiet?
She probably doesn't say it too quietly. She's probably like standing up and is about to go inside. So I mean, it's up to you.
Siren will probably hear it. His ears perk up a little bit, but he's already walked out of the conversation.
Come back.
What a challenge has been issued.
And then she heads inside. Well, there's one more person to speak to in this.
Siren
roundup.
is quickly walking up to Maeve. Hold my beer. I'm going to punch someone. and running back.
There's one more person in this lineup that you guys can meet if you'd like to.
Okay.
And then we might probably end it after a long rest or something. Yeah, so up here.
Just before Maeve talks to him, if Cass has left that conversation and catched up with Sidon, he's just gonna be like, I genuinely have become a very awkward individual, and I don't know what has happened.
I think it's the cold.
Probably. Yeah, it's probably just the cold. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll say probably about the same time, Archon's conversation would wrap up with Galilei if he wants to come and talk to this last guy or to everyone else.
Sure. I've talked a lot, but yeah.
Completely up. I mean, just in general, if you want to, be here and listen.
Sorry, we're going over here. This one.
Fire guy, yeah. No, this is just like if you want to talk, just because, yeah. But yeah, you see, doing the edgy pose, leaning up against a tree, is a kitsune. No, not rogue. Is a kitsune guy. He has sort of the fox-like ears and the three tails. And I'll just send this image. Guess what? You're gonna get his name.
I'm not gonna remember it.
It's fine. It's in the image. So,
Ferris.
Ferris.
Oh, he looks cool.
Thank you. It took me ages to figure out how to do it correctly.
Yeah, I bet, yeah.
He is like, yeah, I'll say he's like picking dirt from his claws. He's got like proper claws.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, I saw you talking to Kyrian. Is there anything
yes, we
you
did,
need?
yes.
I wasn't sure which one that was
Kyrian's
about,
the guy. There's just both of you. Talking to the room. He says, well, what do you need? I'm Ferris.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Hello, Ferris.
We
killed my father. We better die.
I'm in need of
That's my favorite
friends.
but I don't need a friend. I have my own friends, but I'm always in the lookout for more. Hello, I'm Archeron.
Thought I'd come over and introduce myself. I feel like we've met everyone, but nobody's come over to say hi.
Well, I mean, it is a thing with this group. We are all a little bit insular. I think that's just the way that we act, and Liam doesn't want to have a bunch of people going up to what the people.
I just thought, considering there was special pictures of everybody, that the DM wanted us to talk to everyone.
No, yes, of course.
Yes, I don't mind, passing the time. I'm scared, so happy to sit and talk for as long as possible.
Why are you scared, if you don't mind my asking?
I have a very dysfunctional relationship with my mother, and I'm going back to see her after 3 years of not seeing her. What was it you said about oversharing, Jack?
Well, it's not really how long it's been.
Yeah, I mean, we have just met these people. What the fuck? And you all share your life fucking story with them. But sure, you do you.
I wouldn't have shared my life story if the cleric didn't tell me. Not cleric. Yeah, it's cleric. If the cleric didn't tell me her traumatic thing. So I was like, I feel like I need to do some tit for tat here.
Ferris says, well, it's not been as long for me, but I have a very specific relationship with my family that is not positive.
I think I understand. I'm, well, in the briefest and least, in the short story is that I'm looking for answers that only my mother can answer. Questions. So I'm
I understand.
not looking forward to it.
Well,
what about you? What's where are you all headed?
But they're heading to Thyrios as well, mate.
I wasn't in that bit of the conversation.
Oh no! I'm just telling you. They're heading to Thyrios as well, and I spoke to Carrion and said that it may well be that we end up not sharing a caravan. Carrion, sorry. I told you I'd get it wrong eventually. We would be perhaps forming a small caravan. And this is why I was so keen to get to know everybody.
Taking them.
Maybe no decisions have yet been made.
I have nothing against it. I just know that it's quite a tight space for a lot of people.
No, not sharing a caravan. I mean, like a caravan of wagons.
Oh,
so,
sorry, my bad, Archer. My head's not
sorry.
working properly.
No, it's
very
yes.
scared.
Are you really that scared? Is your mother that fearsome?
Yes.
Ferris says, "What if you need it? I can burn her."
No, no. Thank you for the offer, though.
You just
Don't
sound
worry,
very
I've already got a friend who's gonna burn her.
You just sound you sound very nervous, and if I mean, usually it's easy to talk to. Usually, once the conversation's over, if they're burnt to a crisp, it means less hassle in the long run.
Did you? I assume. I shouldn't assume. I assume that you attended school at some point in your life.
In a way, yes.
Yes. Did you ever have a bully?
No, I was the bully.
I see. Then you're probably not the person to have this conversation with.
Well, I don't know if I was the bully. He just like gestured himself. I'm not the type of person who's going to be bullied.
I didn't think I was. Especially not by... Do you know what? This is not the conversation to have with somebody I've just met. Thank you so much for being an ear for me to chew off, apparently. I'll leave you with Archeron. I'm going to go back to the horses.
You see, as you walk off, he gives like a smile, and it's like it's like a toothy... He's got like all of his teeth are sharp.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if we travel together... Speak to you soon, I guess.
She just goes straight over to the horse.
As she walks off, like Archer, like does that thing, you know, where someone starts to say something and then thinks, but like, And then thinks about it. Turns around to Ferris and goes, just been trying to get the measure of of you all. You're the close combat set fighter things person, aren't you?
I assume Killian was the one who gave you that description.
Paraphrasing somewhat, but yes.
I mean, he's correct. He just says things in the simplest terms.
Hey, well, often the shortest distance between 2 points is the best route, but not always. Are you a monk or give me a stat block, bitch? What do you do?
I mean, I guess I'm a. I wouldn't consider myself a monk. I trained in the woodland, and I've always been good with my claws, and I've just refined them over the years, and they are my main weapon.
The fire?
Well, that came from something else. It's the reason why I'm not still in the woodland. They don't like people talking to creatures from the hells.
Are you from the hells yourself?
No, I'm not from the hells. I needed some fire.
Oh, so it's hellfire.
Yes.
Oh, is it demonic, devilish?
The hells is.
Do you mind me
devilish.
asking? Sorry, it's just fascinating.
I don't mind. The hells is devilish. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just making sure. So hells is the term itself is interchangeable for some people. Glances at Sidon. Well, that's truly fascinating.
What do you glance at me? You're the demon racist as well.
Did you make a pact or?
I'm in. Sort of. I mainly just harness their power, and he what he does is he puts a hand up, and just flame bursts from it, and
Flame on.
Like a fireball, like a flame on. And he says, "Well, I can manipulate it."
Did he actually fire it, or did he just create it?
He just creates it and holds it there.
Ah, okay.
So Archtron's attention is split. It might be. So he's clearly interested, but he wants to talk to me as well. But I appreciate we're getting late, so I'll probably do that next week. But he examining this hellfire. Is it the same kind of stuff that we can now do at the start of combat?
I mean, it's not dissimilar, but it's not exact. That makes sense. It looks like hellfire. It's not. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be dissimilar if you were to.
So we're pumping out Coca-Cola. He's pumping out Pepsi.
Yeah.
Essentially the same thing, but to the connoisseur.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. Right, okay, that's fine.
He's got the Coca-Cola. You've got the Diet Coke.
Yeah. Fascinating. And this Silent Horizon group of yours, are you? And don't take this the wrong way, because the group I'm traveling with is full of I don't say misfits, but those whose at a casual glance, those whose abilities may not be immediately smiled upon by the casual viewer. Do you find yourself often fighting on the side of, I don't say good, but did you find yourself fighting for the oppressed and downtrodden, or you're fighting for power and glory?
I mean, me personally, I got the power from the devil for power. I'm not ashamed in saying that.
No.
But I mean, in general, usually for whatever pays the most, or whatever attacks us first. We don't really have a. I mean, there's a moral compass, but it's all over the place.
Yeah, that's fine. I say we as
we're
as a
in the
group,
same boat.
Yes. Well, not quite the same boat, but yeah, excellent. Well, thank you very much. It's been truly illuminating, this conversation. I look forward to spending more time on the road. Will you be joining? Did you have a group? I don't say dinner time, because that makes you sound like fucking children. But did you, do you all eat together around the campfire?
Usually, just when. I mean, it's been we've been traveling, but I mean, I assume it'll be for soon. So, yes.
Yes. Excellent. Well, I can't wait. Simply delightful.
He smiles again. It's that toothy smile, and he like goes to shake your hand.
Oh yeah, I'll shake his hand.
His hand is warm.
Lovely. Oh, excellent. Oh, Cass might enjoy you. She says she's freezing, and she's going to put a second hand on there to get nice and toasty. Yes,
and he's also very muscular.
Oh well. Well, you know, I've never. I've only ever met two Kinsunes, I believe. You're definitely the hench of the two. Well, this is really awkward. I'm going to leave.
This is very awkward. Please go.
Bye.
And you head off. I mean,
might talk to him next week.
That's fine. He is somewhat side encoded.
Yeah.
And
He's like if Sidon stayed with the demons.
I'll say if you want to talk to Maeve now, James, you certainly can, just because it's
Okay.
right now, and then we can finish after that.
Yeah. So when he leaves the ripplingly tasty Kitsune guy, I'm not a furry, but I don't know whether or not Archer is. I'll leave that up to the viewer's discretion. Maybe we'll do a poll. I don't know.
God, is he a furry? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Yeah. He's gonna head over to Maeve, not like make himself a nuisance, and he's gonna sit down. Kind of, if she's just like with the horses, he's gonna come over to her and said, "Maeve, I know you were anxious. I didn't realise you were so afraid of your mother. I'd been making light of it, and obviously that's not the way. I don't know if really everyone.
Sorry, dead quick. As soon as you go over and start talking, there's like a jolt as she like jumps and then like turns her head slightly, and you see her like wiping her face, and then she turns back and she's like,
"I'm allergic to horses."
Yes, allergies.
Well, it's you've seen me at absolute rock bottom very recently, absolute crushing rock bottom, and genuinely can say that this group has really helped me build myself back up. So I can say with no qualms here that we would all walk through hellfire to help you, Maeve. I don't know what's happened. We'd seen an image, obviously, in the mirror, which was heartbreaking. And I know we haven't really talked about it because a lot happened immediately after. But I just want to know, is there anything we can do to help? What do you want from me? What do you want from us to do?
I think what I'm scared of is I don't know how she's going to be. It's a mix of anxiety and also excitement because I get to see my father. And that vision from the mirror, that was a very bad instance of it. It wasn't always that bad. It's the way that I feel about myself when I'm around her. I've built myself up in a way that it seems as though I'm strong and powerful and nothing phases me, and Sidon can call me weird and that doesn't bother me. But when it comes from her, it's very hurtful.
A knife to the heart.
Yes. And I don't know why. Because any of you could say anything and I'd probably get a bit pissy about it, but it wouldn't hurt. I think the closest that any of you have got to it is when Sidon called me selfish. That hurt. But that was in the past, and we're okay now. He's still an oaf, but he's a livable oaf. Don't you tell him I said that.
No.
But I'm scared that because I haven't seen her for so long. I left when I was 18. I got out of there as soon as possible. And I did build up that confidence, and I'm scared that as soon as I see her, she'll make one backhanded compliment and it will shatter everything. And you'll all see me the way that she does.
I know how she sees you, Maeve. All I can say is how we see you, how I see you. Rather, I can't speak for the others. I can speak for Porridge. And he is very, very, very fond. And the reason... I've always been, up until very recently, always been a bit of a loner. And I've never had to deal with that. That sounds horrible, but I can assure you nothing you could do, or nothing you could say, or nothing anyone could say, could change our views on you, or my view on you anyway. I owe so much to you, and you've become the linchpin of us all, that we've all formed around you. And you don't have to be impregnable, you don't have to be impervious, you don't have to be adamant, you don't have to be guarding over us all the time. We're here for you too. We're your friends, and I genuinely think that anyone who doesn't think well of you, genuinely wouldn't think their opinion is worth listening to.
If it wasn't for this thing that I needed from her, I don't think I would have gone back a very, very long time. And I don't know what the answer's going to be. I don't know what secret she's got, what she knows that she's not told me. But as soon as I have them, I can finally turn away and not look back if I decide to.
With your head held high?
Yes.
I think I can't imagine what she could say that would change how any of us perceive you. It would only make us feel. If you want, I hope you want us there. If we are there, we're there to help you and support you in the only ways we can. But if there's something that she's done that has, from what I understand, what you said, she never believed you when you said you'd spoken to these spirits. That you'd feel that self-sacrifice.
Yeah, this is why I don't know if angry is the right word. I feel angry. But I won't know until I know. And she ridiculed me for years about the marks. And told me I was making it all up, that I could see things, and making me feel like a attention-seeking child. And to think that she was doing that while she knew the reasons. It doesn't hurt as much as it makes me I don't want to say that I hate her, but it makes me angry.
And quite right. She lied to. Well, we don't know what's happened yet, but she knew something. And you've been lied to, and you're well within your rights to be angry. I'm angry for you. Listen, we can't. All I can say is just reiterate that if you need something from us, you don't even need to ask it from us. You can tell us what you need, and we'll do it. You can say what you need. You don't have to be. You don't have to sit above all of us. You don't have to be perfect for us, because you already are. You know. Yeah, and nothing can change that. Nothing at all. You could wake up. You could have this conversation, and all of those abilities could fade away, and you'd still be Maeve to us. Nothing. All the peripherals is just that's just decorations on the tree. Yes, what is at the heart of you is what's brought us all together. Not what you can do. It's who you are. Is what we love. So just don't.
Saying you can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. And I think all I need from you all is be there when it inevitably falls apart. Because I know how she'll be with all of you, and you'll think that I'm crazy because I've said that she's this awful woman, and she's going to be an absolute joy to all of you until she isn't, until that mask slipped. And so I think I'd like you to be there, but I don't think she'll tell me the truth if she knows that you're all listening. So I'll have to figure that out when I see her, but for right now my head is just not working.
No. Well, remember, I don't know if you recall, but when we summoned Senko in there, I took part of everybody, a little drop, a little hair, a little part of everyone's essence. So regardless of what happens, you always are connected to us in some way. So if you do need to have a conversation with us and we can't be there in the room with you, then we can be there in spirit, and we will be outside that door waiting for you to come out. Okay?
Thank you. Much.
It's quite literally the least I can do. Let's go into the dev wagon and maybe have a warm drink, and then we can come out and see everybody.
This group
and
they're
enjoy the night.
Eccentric. I thought we were weird, but they seem nice, of course, but they all seem to have their quirks. Are we like
I'm
that?
worried that we're going to end up fighting them, and I'm stressed out because that wizard is really cool. And I'm not that cool.
I don't want to fight them. The woman in the tree, she was very interesting. Scary, but interesting.
Yes. Very, very weird. I don't know what to expect. Every day is a surprise, but I know that we've all got each other's back, so that is a relief. And I think technically we outnumber them, so all good things.
Okay, yes. Hot drink.
You outnumber them that you know.
Hopefully not a fight.
They're in the bushes.
Yeah.
Hopefully not a fight.
Guerrilla
Here's
tactics.
combat happening 2 minutes later, and Simon and Kyrian are just going at
Okay,
it.
well that's like friendly combat. But yeah, I think we will.
It is
leave
until I drop the Philo.
God. I think we will leave it there.